Wow, guys. Wow, guys. Wow. 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 Football, man. Football. 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 What can I say? Football. Football. If you don't take your chances, you stand a chance of getting punished. And boy, did we get punished. Boy, did we get punished. My name is Ayoti. This is Eagle Striker, the home of Nigerian football. This is the post match show. Nigeria won, Zimbabwe won. World Cup now out of our hands. We need help now. We need other people to come through if we're supposed to have a chance. Wow. Please, guys, join me on YouTube if you're on other social media platforms. Please join me on YouTube. The stream is going to end on other platforms. So please, guys, join me on YouTube so you can call in, you can share your thoughts. Please join me on YouTube. Please, guys, I see all of you, Indidi Michael, Michidoleg, Abdullah. Please, guys, join me on YouTube, Eagle Tracker on YouTube. If you're on other social media platforms, join me on YouTube so you can share your thoughts. You can call in. I would like to hear from as many people as possible. Once again, just like in 2022, the Super Eagles have ruined my birthday. Just like they did in 2022 when we lost against Ghana, the Super Eagles have ruined my birthday. I love this team so much. I love the players so much. But once again, the Super Eagles have ruined my birthday. Oh man. Oh man. The Super Eagles have ruined my birthday. The same thing. I don't they need to change international break for March. They need to put the international break in February because I cannot keep on dealing with this. I cannot keep on dealing with this. I cannot keep on dealing with this. They should move international break to February, I beg. Let it be club football when my birthday is coming. Ah, what a disappointment. What a disappointment. Please join me on YouTube. If you are watching on other platforms, please join me on YouTube. Um, I'll give guys a chance to call in and share your thoughts. I'll take as many people as possible. I know I'm sad. I know that other people are sad. I know that other people are sad. So I want to give as many people a chance as possible to air their thoughts. But yes, as always, I'll start by giving you guys my opinion on the match, my rundown of each player and their performance, and then I'll give you guys a chance to join in. What can I say? Still happy birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Uh I wish Iwobi wished me happy birthday by scoring a goal. I wish indeed he wished me happy birthday by scoring a goal. But let's get into it. Man, performance, football on the field. We didn't do badly at all. We didn't do badly. We created chances right from the very first half. The first 10 minutes of the game, Simon had a shot. Well saved. Osimhen had a volley. Well saved. Very good connection. Lookman took a corner. Osimhen's header. Well saved. One chance that Chukwueze had on the rebound after Osai Samuel couldn't get on the end of it and the goalkeeper parried it out. Chukwueze could have done better. But when you start to miss all these chances, you start to give more life to the opposition. You start to make them believe more and more that maybe they have a chance. 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 Uh, Zimbabwe nearly scored in the first half. They got in behind Osai Samuel. It was a fantastic save by Stanley Nwabali. Good save by Stanley Nwabali. One thing that was a theme throughout this match, and I say it with all due respect, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Bright Osai Samuel looked like a liability. Every chance that Zimbabwe got, it was through his flank. It was because he was out of position. They were getting in behind him. The thing that pissed me off was that Osai Samuel would lose the ball, and instead of tracking back, he's just watching or he's complaining to the referee. No intensity, no energy. Overall, we created chances. We should have scored 4 5 goals in this match. Only God and the Super Eagles players can explain how this match we only scored one. We created chances. We did. We did. Coach Eric Shell, I'm not going to give him too much blame today. Honestly, Coach Eric Shell, in my opinion, he coached a winning performance. He cannot teach Iwobi how to finish. He cannot teach Lukman how to finish. He cannot teach Ndidi how to finish. These are all big players, professional players playing for big clubs in the world. We always hype them. I love these players. But Coach Eric Shell cannot teach them how to finish. Coach Eric Shell coached a good winning performance today. He got it right. He can't teach the players how to finish. The players were just missing chances. Umabali kept us in the game for as long as he could. He did. He kept us in the game. The only thing that I would look at Coach Eric Shell and say, Eric Shell, why did Osai Samuel play 90 minutes? He was obviously not working hard. At some point, Eric Shell had to call him and scold him on the field. He was not working hard. He wasn't tracking back. He wasn't defending well. And for the last 30 to 40 minutes of the game, he was obviously tired. He was obviously fatigued. He was obviously fatigued. I don't know why he kept him on that long. I do not know. And eventually, the equalizer came from his flank again. Ekong did not cover himself in glory there either. That's the one thing that I think Eric Shell got very wrong. That's the one thing I thought he got very wrong. Let me talk about the individual players. In goal, Stanley Nwabali. Nwabali did okay. He didn't have much to do today. He saved us in the first half when Zimbabwe went on the counter. You know, maybe you can say he should have saved the goal, but one-on-one is never that easy. I'm not going to blame him for that. I think Nwabali was okay today. In the defense, Olaino, beautiful assist. But again, Eric Shell, I was talking about this on my live watch along. Olaino playing from the left fullback position. He doesn't offer us too much in attack. He doesn't. That's the truth. Other than the one delicious cross that led to the goal, he wasn't doing anything in the attack. The other times that he tried to cross the ball in, it were bad crosses because he's not a left footer. I don't know. Like Bruno Yemechi, see, like, how bad is Bruno? Like, what exactly is Bruno doing wrong? Or what is Bruno not doing right? That Bruno cannot get game time even when one of the fullbacks is clearly having a bad game. What exactly is Bruno not doing? How bad is he? Like, genuinely, I ask the question, how bad is Bruno Emechi? I hope somebody will ask Eric Shaw the question in the press conference. Osai Samuel stinking it up today, having a bad game. Why can Bruno not get any minutes? Like, why can Bruno not get any minutes? I don't understand. Calvin Bassey, I thought Calvin Bassey did well today. Solid in attack, winning duels, driving the ball forward, tried to create one or two chances. I thought Calvin Bassey, I'm not going to put any blame on Bassey. I thought Bassey did fairly well today. William Troost Ekong did well until the final moment of the game. I thought Ekong did well until the final moment of the game. You know, they beat him too easily for that equalizer. I will say that. They beat him too easily for that equalizer. But I think Ekong wasn't terrible in this match. Even though that final moment, he wasn't very good. He didn't cover himself in glory. Bright Osai Samuel, right back. With all due respect to him, I'm not trying to knock him. He was by far the worst player today. I've said it before. I said it before the game versus Rwanda. Osai Samuel cannot defend very well. That's just the reality. He is not a solid defender. And Zimbabwe showed it today. They attacked his flank over and over again. And all their chances came from that side. He wasn't working hard. He wasn't tracking back. When he lost the ball, instead of running back, he was complaining to the ref, or he was just standing there and allowing Ndidi to cover for him. The number of times that Ndidi had to cover for Bright was incredible in this game. I don't know. I don't know how Bright Osai Samuel played 90 minutes. I like him, but I don't know how he played 90 minutes. That's why, again, I ask Eric Shell, how bad is Bruno Oyemechi? How bad is Bruno? That even though Osai Samuel is having a bad game, you don't sub him off and bring Bruno on. How bad is Bruno? Like, genuinely, how bad is Bruno? Because I don't think Bruno is a bad player. He offers more in attack from the left than online. No? Obviously, I know he's a better footballer generally. But from the left, considering the fact that Bruno is a left back, is a left footer, he can deliver more crosses, he can create more in attack. Osai someone was having a bad game. Bring Bruno on, move Aino to the right. Let us actually have quality on the flank. But no, the coach didn't make that change. Over to the midfield. Wilfred Ndidi. I do not understand why people like to criticize Ndidi unnecessarily. Ndidi had a good game today as far as I'm concerned. Do you know how many balls Ndidi won back? How many tackles he won? I don't have official stats, but I counted at least 4 or 5. Winning the ball back in the midfield. Keeping the possession for us. Winning goals in the midfield. He created 2 chances as well. One was a beautiful ball over the top for Sai Samo. Oh, I don't understand how people criticize Ndidi for no reason. Oh, he doesn't have legs, doesn't have the legs. What are you talking about? Ndidi did well today. I don't understand that criticism that people just want to give Ndidi. Ndidi did well today. He was covering for Sai Samuel so many times, playing in those half spaces, winning the ball back in the midfield, pushing the ball forward for the Super Eagles. I have no complaint for Wilfred Ndidi today. Samuel Chukwueze. Chukwueze tried to be creative. Had a few good moments, but his final ball was lacking most of the time. His final ball was lacking. Samuel Chukwueze's final ball was lacking. And then the chance after Simon pulled it back for him. How did Chukwueze sky that thing? I know there was pressure on his right side from the defender, but how did he sky it? From the edge of inside the box. How did Chukwueze sky it? I do not know. We wasted chances. Alex Iwobi, decent game from Iwobi. Nothing too exciting, but another horrible miss. Yes, I know. The ball from Simon was a little bit behind him. But how did Iwobi sky that ball from 4-5 yards out? How? Iwobi was dropping deep. He was trying to connect the midfield to the attack. He created 1 or 2 good chances in the game. Was trying to link up with Ademola Lookman. Was playing balls out wide for Simon. Simon had a lot of the ball in today's game. And Osimhen was feeding him. Iwobi was feeding him. But how did Iwobi miss that chance? I do not understand. I do not understand. Moses Simon. I've seen some people criticizing Moses Simon. I thought Simon did well today. Simon created about 5 chances for us today. Simon was linking up the play. He had a very good shot that was saved in the first half. Created for Chukwueze, created for Lookman, created for Iwobi, created for Ndidi. They just all wasted his chances. Did Simon have some bad moments where he gave the ball away cheaply? Yes. Where the defender stopped him easily? Yes. He had about 2 crosses that were just terrible? Yes. But he created chances. If they had taken the chances, Simon could easily have got 2, 3, 4 assists today. So I'm not going to knock Simon. Yes, he could have done better in some moments. Yes, but he's a human being. He's not a robot. There is nobody that is perfect in every action. He created enough chances today. Simon could easily have had 3, 4 assists today if other people just scored. I'm not going to knock Simon. I'm not going to. I thought he did okay. He created chances. People just did not take them. I'm not going to. There's no way every cross he puts in is going to be pinpoint. There's no way every cross he puts in is going to be pinpoint. There's just no way. There's just no way. Ademola Lookman, I don't know if it's the system that Eric Shell is playing him in, but Ademola Lookman is looking like a shadow of the player that we saw at the AFCON. He's not really getting the space. He had one shot that hit the side netting. He's not really playing at the intensity. He's not creative. He's not getting shots off. Yes, I know Zimbabwe were very compact in the box. They were very disciplined, very organized. I know. I know. But Ademola Lookman, because of the kind of player that we expect you to be, I would have liked him to show some more inventiveness. His set pieces were okay, but too many of them were claimed so easily by the goalkeeper. One or two moments that Lookman should have or could have passed, he didn't really pass. Same thing happened in the first game. Maybe it's the system. Him playing like a 10 is not really helping him. But today I wasn't impressed with Ademola Lookman. Now Victor Osimhen, goal scorer, hard worker, isolated throughout the match. Isolated. Isolated. Osimhen was by himself in the box. Today, Simon was playing way wider than he played in the game against Rwanda. Today, Chukwueze was playing wider, even though he had a lot of moments in the center of the park. He was playing wider today as well. Osimhen was isolated. Crosses never got to him. Only a few of them. He was scraping rebounds, hustling for his balls. Beautiful goal from a fantastic Olajuwon cross, I must say. But Osimhen was isolated. Isolated. Let's talk about the substitutes. Tolu Arokodare replaced Samuel Chukwueze. Round of applause for Arokodare. Arokodare's hold-up play for us to score that goal. Fantastic hold-up. Fantastic hold-up. Beautiful hold-up. Laid it off for Olajuwon, and Olajuwon was able to play that delicious cross. After that, did he do much? Not really, because they were playing balls for him to knock down. He was trying to link up. He was offside one or two times. But for that goal that we scored, Arokodare's hold up, I applaud. He did very, very well for that goal. Rafael Onyedika came on for Alex Iwobi in the 78th minute when we wanted to secure our 1-0 victory. We wanted to secure our 1-0. Didn't do too badly, but also didn't have too much to do in the game. Victor Boniface came on for the last 3 minutes plus stoppage time. Nothing to really talk about. Didn't really touch the ball that many times. I was hoping that the ref would give us a cheap penalty towards the end of the game when Boniface was struggling for ball and he fell down in the box. Overall, I thought we created enough chances to win this game. We just were not in any way clinical in attack. And then, of course, towards the end of the game, we let in a cheap goal. Ball centrally, midfielder slip, goes wide behind Brighter Samuel. Osai Samuel was tired, so he didn't go to press. He didn't go to mark. He was dropping back and allowed the player to be able to whip in a fine cross. Ekong, maybe you say Ekong did not want to commit a foul, so he didn't want to rush in with a tackle. But Ekong did not cover himself in glory there. They beat Ekong fairly easily and slotted it under Stanley Nwabali. Zimbabwe equalized in 90th minutes. We draw this game 1-1. Some things that are unforgivable today. Unforgivable. Osai Samuel's lack of effort, lack of tracking back, defensive lapses, unforgivable, unforgivable. Alex Iwobi's miss, Alex Iwobi's miss, absolutely unforgivable. I get the ball was slightly behind him, but bro, you need to get that shot on target. You need to get that shot on target. I don't understand how Iwobi skied that thing from like 5 yards out. I do not understand. Wilfred Ndidi's miss. Ndidi. Oh my word. Oh my days. Oh my God. How did Ndidi miss that thing? Can somebody explain? How did Ndidi miss that thing? How did Ndidi miss that thing? Man, unforgivable. Unforgivable. A terrible miss. I even forgot to mention that Zimbabwe nearly scored earlier in the match when, once again, Osai Samuel was asleep. Umabali did not parry the ball well enough, and on the rebound, they missed an empty net. So they could even have scored us two. I mean, we could have scored 5 or 6, but they could have scored us two from just defensive lapses, cheap giveaways, just lack of concentration. Oh man, Super Eagles have spoiled my birthday. What can I say? I kept on saying this thing. I kept on saying it for weeks before the game. That man, Super Eagles, you have the opportunity to make or break my birthday. Just win this game. Make me happy. As it stands now on the table, as it stands, South Africa at top of the table with 13 points. Rwanda second on the table with 8 points. Benin Republic third on the table with 8 points. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria fourth on the table with 7 points. How can the Super Eagles in this group play 6 matches and we can only win one? I do not understand. How can we play 6 matches and we can only win one? I do not understand. I do not understand. Okay, guys, the live stream is ending on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, please join me on YouTube. Join me on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, please join me on YouTube. Join me on YouTube. If you want to call in on YouTube, I'm ending the show on Instagram now. Please join me on YouTube, guys, so that we can keep enjoying the show. Thank you very much. Also, please, if you are watching on YouTube, please, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, guys. We've had well over 200 viewers concurrently for the entire stream and only 20 likes. Guys, come on, guys. No be me play the match now. Please like the video. I'm not the one that played the match. Please like the video, guys. Like the video. Let's keep this thing going. Please like the video, guys. Like the video. Like the video. Thank you very much. Please, guys, I'm waiting to see the numbers go up so that we can continue. Please like the video on YouTube. Thank you very much, guys. Only 21 likes with well over 200 people watching. Come on, guys. No be me play the match. I know say una dey vex, but no be me play the match. Support the content. Thank you. And if you would like to support me, if you want to wish me happy birthday, please leave a super chat. The link to join and call in is pinned now. Please make sure you have your camera on. Make sure you are well dressed. We'll try to take as many people as possible, so nobody will be able to talk for that long, unfortunately. But please, guys, make sure you click the link, call in. Please like the video and please support with the super chat. I know say on the vex, me self the vex, but no be my fault. No be me play the match. You can send a super chat, wish me happy birthday. Let's get it going. Super Eagles have spoiled my birthday, but you people can make me smile with your super chat. Okay, but let us get into the conversation. Let me get more people to call in. Let me get more thoughts, and we'll try to keep this going for as long as we can until when somebody cries. Somebody said F your birthday. I don't know if you are serious or you are joking, but that feels very unnecessary. But nevertheless, let's get people to come and share their thoughts. Welcome, Adnan. Thank
Ah,
you very much.
what's up, IoT?
Oh
Sorry
man.
that they spoiled your birthday,
No, I mean
man.
life. They did the same thing to me in 2022. So at this
Mm,
point, I should be expecting it. But
yeah, I really
yeah.
feel for Osimhen because he only played in 2 matches. Unfortunately, he was injured in the first 4 matches, and you can see with the passion that he plays with, he really wants to play at a World Cup. And by 2030, these players are going to be in their 30s. And it's a shame that such a talented squad will most likely not make it. But
Mm,
I think after the Rwanda win, it seems like they over celebrated it. Like it was the first one in 5 matches, and the players like they should free focus before a game like today. But they actually did come out well. They started well, but they missed too many chances early on, and you could tell that they started to get frustrated before they could finally break the deadlock. And then even after that, they didn't set up shop to defend and or kill off the game because Zimbabwe hit the crossbar with that one attempt. Um, my criticism of Eric Shaw would be that too many players played out of position.
mm,
Like Ola Aina, he's one of the best right backs in the Premier League this season, but he was playing on the left. Chukwueze was playing more centrally in these 2 matches, even though he's a right winger and he hasn't been in the greatest form this season. And then you have Iwobi played mostly on the wings for Fulham this season, and he's playing as like a deep line, more of a deep midfielder or central midfielder. So
yeah.
I just thought that too many players are out of position, and you want to get your best players in their right position. Like I thought Bruno Onyemechi should have started at left back. Um, the substitutions were kind of late, but Aroka Dara he played well when he came on with his hold up play. But it's
Mm,
just they ran out of ideas today and they didn't score enough goals. And the table looks bleak. To even as a second, if they could get to second, so many other teams are in double digits already. So they just have to win the rest of their games, and
mm.
that's all they can really do. But it'd be a shame to miss out on consecutive World Cups. A real shame.
A big shame. If I'm not mistaken, you live in the US, so
Yeah, I live
you're
in the
right.
U.S.,
You're right
so
there.
I know. I'm a country I was born in the U.S. They're gonna be there, but it's a shame. I really want Nigeria to make it because they have a home field advantage here. So many Nigerians in North America and Canada, USA, and they could have tried to replicate '94 a little bit or even do better, but
Mm.
it's not looking good.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 now, what do you think our chance of qualifying is?
I think firstly, NFL shouldn't overreact and go fire Eric Shaw again because this is we have 3 managers in 5 or 6 matches. So keep Eric Shaw, see what adjustments he can make. And then you said out of 5, what our chances are, or out of 10?
Out of 10.
I say 2.
2 out of 10. Mm,
Yeah, if I'm being honest.
mm,
Too many things have to that are out of our hands, but just win out and then see what happens. That's what I'll say.
mm. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Adnan. Thank you for
Thank
always.
you.
I saw you on the live watch along as well. Thank you for always
Yeah,
supporting.
I took off my last couple hours of work to watch this.
Ah, yeah.
Oh man, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your
All right.
coverage. All right.
That was Adnan. Says he thinks we have a 2 out of 10 chance now of qualifying. Shout out to Iyare Imade says, Happy birthday, Ayoti. Fellow Nigerians, take heart. The whole team needs to be scrapped. Ibrahim Gusto needs to step down. Iyare is taking it to the extreme. He said, scrap the whole team and the NFF president should step down. In Nigeria, nobody steps down. No, nobody steps down in Nigeria. My own is, I wonder how the sports commission, after all the noise, all the energy, everything that they've done, I wonder how they are going to react to this. I hope they don't sack the coach. The way Eric Shaw was sweating on the field today, oh, it was just reminding me of that water they put on him in AFCON. But very disappointing one. But thank you for the birthday wish, Yari Made, and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, let me take the next caller. We have a lot of people waiting. Amoto, welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Where are you joining from? I don't think I know you.
Abuja.
Okay,
I'm an
thank you. Is this your first time?
No, I've called on Instagram before,
Ah,
but this
okay,
is my
okay, on Instagram.
YouTube. So
Okay.
this thing is very simple. People are overcomplicating it. You are winning 1-0, it's 9 minutes. You lock down everywhere. It's the overconfidence of the coach and the players that cost
Mm,
us this game. You are
mm,
winning 1-0. Osimhen is injured. Bring in another defender. They've already even given us warning sign when that ball went to hit bar. So you lock down everywhere. I listened to your analysis. Well, everybody looks at the game differently. But me, the two culprits today were the two centre backs.
mm,
Every ball in behind, they were slow to react. Every ball in behind, they were suspect.
mm,
Ekong and Bassi. And to be honest, I don't know. Bassi in his club side does well in the back four, but I don't watch Ekong in club side. But for me, from what I've seen, it's clear those two cannot play back four.
mm,
They are too. It's not even being slow. They are too erratic, poor decision making. They don't know when to commit. They don't know when to step back. They don't even pair well. It's as if they need one extra. That's why when Pesero was playing defensive, people thought he didn't know what he was doing, but he understands these players. They need another extra body in there. Eric Chell, forget about all the chances we missed. That's football. That's a normal
mm.
thing. 89 minutes, you're winning 1-0. You are still looking. They are still looking for more goals. I don't know if it's
He
a
brought on Boniface for Osimhen
It must
when
win 2
he
0.
could have brought on a centre back at that time. Mm,
So that's just the very painful. See the goal they scored. Ekong was slow to react.
mm,
It's a very see. I don't have much to say. Eric Cherry really messed up. Everybody doesn't want to blame the coach. Me, I will blame the coach.
mm,
That is a clear tactical decision. Lock up the shop after scoring that goal.
mm,
Let's carry 1-0 and celebrate. If we win 1-0 now, nobody will be angry like this now.
mm, mm.
So that's all I have to say. The attack, they missed chances, but I mean, that's Nigerian story of recent. We miss chances, we miss chances, we miss chances. Upon all our good strikers, we miss chances. So we have a lot of work to do. We can still qualify. All these people that are saying we can still qualify. That we can still qualify, but we have to go through playoffs because South Africa are not joking.
Mm,
To me, the two strong guys in the group, Benin and South Africa, I don't see us beating Benin and South Africa. So we need to go through the playoffs
mm,
and pray for a good playoffs.
mm.
So we can still qualify. Let's just have hope.
Hope. Keep the hope. Okay, let me ask you one question before I let you go. Because you said the two culprits for you are the centre backs. And I understand. I'm a bit, I'll be honest, when I play football, I'm a centre back. So I have a soft spot for defenders. Because when I look at it, you blame them for conceding chances. But then you say missing chances is part of football. The centre backs can look at you and say, if Ndidi had scored, if Iwobi had scored, if Chukwueze had taken his chance, if Simon had taken his chance, we make one or two mistakes in the game. You criticize us because it leads to a goal. And I
It's
understand.
not one or two. It's every ball being played. They were very. It's like they were sleeping.
Hmm,
That's the thing about Rwanda. They were not tested, so all was good. As soon as they are tested, the two of them are not in sync.
hmm,
That's just the truth about it. They are not in sync.
hmm,
So that's the blame. If you have watched good partnerships in Premier League, they know when to. Back four is back four.
hmm,
As one person slips, make mistake, the whole defense is exposed.
hmm.
And
I understand.
Ekong is the main culprit.
Hmm,
Basi was always helping him, but Basi too has his own.
hmm,
Basi too has his own. So that's the chances they missed. It's not as if it didn't hurt us, but on a scale of what destroyed the game, I won't really put because to me, I already expected it. The
hmm,
Super Goose strikers are wasteful. That's the way I look at them. They are just wasteful
hmm,
strikers.
hmm,
So Arakudai did well. Osimhen did well. Moses Simon did very well. Chukwueze, he tried. He didn't do well, but he tried. So let's just have hope. That's
hmm.
all I'll say.
All right.
Let's have
Thank
hope.
you very much, Amado. Thank you for joining me and sharing your thoughts. Thank you. Okay, it says let us have hope. We can still finish second. I want to address this comment and thank you, Slick, for the super chat. Slick is asking, will South Africa be docked 3 points for fielding an ineligible player in the last round? This is something that we have to wait to find out about. We have to wait. We don't know exactly if maybe they technically fielded an illegible player, or maybe it was some kind of administration error. We don't know what CAF is going to do. I think it's a bit of a shame though that as the Super Eagles that we are supposed to be, we are praying and hoping that due to a technicality, South Africa can drop some points. And even if they drop those points, with the way we are going, can we even beat our chest and say we'll capitalize on it and be able to go above them? So it's a shame, but honestly, I don't know what CAF is going to do yet. We kind of have to wait and see. But thank you for the super chats and thanks for the question. Munachi, you're up next. Welcome.
Hi, IoT.
Yes,
Good
hi.
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, hi. Everybody's spirit is actually dampened right now.
Hmm.
So, I would agree with you that we actually lost plethora of chances. Like I said in the last time that I was on here, I said we need to take our chances. I kept saying that. I kept stating it. If you don't take your chances, it makes the other team grow in confidence.
Yeah.
I looked at Iwobi, I looked at Ndidi. I'm like, wow, wow, just wow. It was wasteful. In fact, well, then Bright Osai Samuel, I don't know if the bench did not notice that on time because in fact, I'm meant to go on a date with a lady today. I sacrificed, oh my God,
You
I
cancel your dates for
sacrificed my
Super
date
Eagles.
because of football. I even lied. I said I was going to shift.
Hey! I'm going to post this video.
Yeah, like I'm like, okay, you should have actually scored these goals. Okay, I don't know. Ademola Lookman, I don't even know. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Hmm,
Then again, Ekong was beaten too easily.
hmm,
And I agree with the last speaker. You're leading 1-0. You close shop.
hmm,
That's what every in fact the Mourinho's, the in fact David Moyes, master, Sam
hmm,
Allardyce then back then, master. He was always a once Bolton got a goal, he would introduce in fact two defenders. It would
hmm.
be like 6-3-1 or 6-3. In fact, that's what he was meant to have done. But again, the chances are, I won't lie, I've even tweeted it already that we are not going to the World Cup. I don't think we are going.
You
I
don't
don't
have
think
hope
so.
again.
I don't think so because now we are now praying that South Africa gets docked for points when we are meant to beat these guys. In fact, I was even thinking that the game between Rwanda and Lesotho had finished, but only for me to check and say it was 1-1. I'm like, even Benin Sef even messed up. Try and draw these guys. You could not draw South Africa. In fact, that's why I said there's no hope. I don't think we have that. We will be going to the World Cup. I don't think so. Because if we can't bury our chances and we keep struggling like this, I won't blame Erichel too. Because one, just like you said, you can't. I'm a coach. I can't teach you how to finish. You play in the Premier League week in week out. So how won't you finish all those chances? So I don't know. I'm not optimistic at all. That's the truth.
Hmm.
I'm not optimistic. Yeah.
Please call that babe and apologize to her.
I don't call her. She know they pick my call.
Don't let
Sure.
Super Eagles stop you from finding your wife. Oh. Uh,
No,
but
no, Allah, no, Allah. Thank you very much.
thank you very much, Minachi. Thank you. Okay. See, it will be you are supposed to help this man find wife now because now you and Indeed cause this thing. But yes, next caller. Welcome, Tega. Thank you for joining me.
Hey, Ayo, what's up, man? Happy
I'm good.
birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, looking.
Man,
You look like Udimodu Black.
I beg, bring your mind down. The last time I called, I was telling you guys that Osimhen wasn't going to score 20 goals before December. I remember
Mm.
when you and my guy,
Smith
what's his
Laji.
name? Smith Lai were on the show. Man, it's very disappointing, to be honest with you. Honestly, it's very, very disappointing. Like,
Mm.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I blame Eric Shell for not playing. You have Olai, one of the best right backs in the Premier League. You are playing him in the left back. You have Ademola Lookman, one of the best left wingers in the world currently. You are playing him in 10. All these small, small details they tell in a game like this. And then again, when last did we win a home game? Nigerian Super Eagles, we cannot win home games against Zimbabwe, against Lesotho, against Rwanda. Like teams like this, we can't beat them in Uyo. Why are they keep playing the games in Uyo? I don't get it. To be honest with you, I don't think we're going to go to the World Cup. And I live in the US. I really, I was hoping and expecting that they will play this World Cup and Nigeria will qualify for this. But how can we qualify? We can't qualify because right now South Africa are on 13 points. Whether they dock them points or they don't dock them points, they're already on 13 points. You have Benin Republic on 8 points and they have Rwanda on 8 points. We still have Benin to play. Genetro might beat us. We couldn't beat him. We couldn't beat him the last time. He knows us. He might beat us. So what is the chance? What are the chances that we are going to qualify for this World Cup? Very, very slim. Then they keep playing these games in Uyo and we keep losing. So I don't get it. I don't really understand why they should change our place of playing games because we have not won. When was the last time we won a home game? Do you get my point?
Didn't we beat Libya 1-0?
In AFCON qualifiers.
Yeah, African qualifiers.
I mean, that was this year or last year. That was last year, right?
That was last year.
So, but it's still just it's baffling for me, honestly. It's a shame. For second straight World Cup, we're not going to make it. I don't see any way we are going to qualify for this World Cup because even there are only 4 second place teams that can qualify.
Yeah, 4.
If you check the whole CAF table, you discover that we're on 7 points, man.
Others, there are teams on 9 points in second place.
There are teams on 12 points in second place.
Yeah, so it's
the chances of us getting to among those 4 teams is very, very slim. And I don't even see a way. They will still fire Eric Shell, not be Nigeria.
I mean, they will tell us they hired him to qualify for the World Cup. So if he cannot qualify,
he was sweating today. The guy was sweating like
he was sweating
all
like
the armpits
crazy.
everywhere. He was sweating. I was feeling for him, but I blame him. To be honest with you, he should play. Lookman plays from the left wing. We see Lookman in Sierra week in, week out. You see how he balls, right? And then you put him in the 10th position, and then we're blaming Lookman, and everyone is blaming Iwobi, and they are blaming Ekong. They are blaming everybody. Ekong is our best defender. Ekong can't do no wrong from as far as I'm concerned, right? That was from Osai Samuel's wing where that goal came from. It was from Osai Samuel's wing. Ekong was just trying to cover up. He's an old man. You won't make it a run up and down. Ekong is a baba now. Like, I don't see us qualifying though. That's just my honest truth. And it's very, very sad, to be honest with you. Like, it's disappointing, it's sad, because we are looking forward for the Super Eagles coming here to play and, you know, enjoying them in America or Canada or wherever. But I don't think we're going to qualify for the second straight World Cup. And that sucks really bad, man. Like, honestly, that sucks. Yeah.
All right.
It's just a sad day, man. But happy birthday. Don't let Nigeria problem affect you, my guy. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
one
you.
love, man. You guys are doing a great job, man. Always.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right. That was Tega. He doesn't think we're going to qualify. He said Ekon can do no wrong in his eyes. Thank you very much, Pai Moyo. Pai Moyo says, happy birthday, IoT. He said, the NFF deserves this. We need a total restructure. So Pai is saying, break everything up and put it together again differently. Very, very unfortunate situation. Thank you to everyone that's sending super chats. Thank you for all the well wishes. Okay, we have a lot of people calling. Let me just take this brother because he's from Zimbabwe and most of the people that are waiting are Nigerian. So let's hear a Zimbabwean point of view. And then after him, CCO will be up next, then Coach Duncan, then Ade. But thank you very much for you guys' patience. Boss Wala.
Yes, boss. How are you?
I'm not very fine. Oh. How are you?
Look, I'm smiling. You see, I'm smiling. We did the job in Uyo. We did the job. It was a good game, man. It was a good game. For me,
sorry, let me ask you, coming into the game, did you believe that your team could get this result?
A draw, yes, definitely. For me, I expected a 1-0. I expected Osimhen was going to score. So I expected a defeat, but there was something in me that I actually thought after 15 minutes, after 30 minutes in the game, I actually saw that we slowed down the pace. If you watch the game, you would see that we slowed down the pace of the game. And Nigerians want to run a lot, so we slowed down the pace. As once we slowed down the pace, the guys just started to panic. Again, I could see that the bench was standing up. I could see the fans in the first half were just quiet. Victor Osimhen was now trying to look for penalties, you know, that kind of a game. But this is not the Super Eagles we've watched, you know. Look, the the Okochas that we knew, the Sunday Olise that we knew, all those players. This is not the Super Eagles. I think they've just removed the super and they are now just Eagles. Huh?
Wow, wow. So, I mean, you guys had a chance earlier in the game, the one that was saved by Stanley Nwabali. You had another chance after we had scored, the one that hits the crossbar,
Yes,
before eventually scoring the equalizer in the 90th minute. Did
yes.
you believe up until the very end? Even after we had scored, it was 90th minute. Did you still believe that you guys could actually get the equalizer?
Look, if you watched our last game, we were down on to Benin. Um,
2-0.
we
Yeah.
came back from a 2-0 to 2-2. So
Yeah.
I knew that after the first game, we're going to open up the game because when those two guys came in, if you know the Zimbabwean guys who came in, Chirewa and Maswanise, those are 21-year-olds and 22-year-olds. Those guys just
Mm.
came into the game just to run and just make sure that they overrun your back four, your captain. I know your captain is very solid. We know that guy was going to be very solid, but we just tried to stretch the wings. That's why you saw the
Mm.
runs coming in. I tell you, we knew that once those young boys come in, they were going to play the ball. They were going to play the ball.
Mm. Okay, let me now ask you. I
Yeah.
mean, Nigerians are saying they don't have hope. From a Zimbabwean point of view, how are you feeling about your own hopes of qualifying for the World Cup?
Look, we are just remember we are just playing for the remaining games. Our hope, we don't have any big hopes of qualifying, but we are
Mm.
actually shaping up our team for AFCON. But as of
Mm.
as of Nigeria, here's my opinion for my view for the Nigerian team. I don't think that you guys, if you are playing like this, you can be able to represent Africa playing like this. This is not the Nigeria that we always know.
Wow.
It's you're actually the team is full of stars, but you're not playing as a team.
Mm.
It's like we are very much afraid of Lookman, but look, he was just marked out of the game. Osimhen was marked. Look at indeed he was marked. Look at Chukwueze. I don't know the name Chukwueze.
Yeah.
He tried. You look at who else? Aina, I think. Yeah, he was okay, but the team has got stars, but that hunger. I didn't see the hunger in Nigeria. I didn't see that
Wow.
hunger to mark from the third, from the strikers up to the defense, just to mark the ball. Because you could
Mm.
have just pressed the game for the first 30 minutes. I'm sure you saw you could have scored 2 or 3 goals in the first 30 minutes. So I didn't
Yeah.
see the hunger. I think those guys are just stars, and they, they
Mm.
they enjoy the pictures, they enjoy all that, and they're done.
Mm. Well, yeah. All right. Thank you. I mean, congrats to Zimbabwe. You guys held us 1-1 in Zimbabwe and another 1-1 in Nigeria. If we
Yeah.
can't beat, if we can't win these games, then we have to give credit to your coach. We have to give credit to your players. Good game, good game. But yes, thank you very much, Boswala, for joining me and sharing your thoughts. Thank you.
Happy birthday, mate. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, that was the Zimbabwean point of view. They felt confident. They knew that they could hold us, and eventually were able to get that late equalizer. Um, AA says Niger messed up big time. Super Eagles my foot. So AA is very very frustrated, which I can understand. We are all unhappy. We are all frustrated, and even Boswala just said that they removed the super. We are now just the Eagles. TCO, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah. Hi, IoT. Thank you for having me. Hope you're
Yes,
doing well. And
I'm
hope
I'm
everyone watching is
I'm
doing
I'm
well.
alive.
Yeah, I mean, see, to be honest, yeah, I just want to share my perspective. Maybe other Nigerians too can, benefit from it. But
Mm,
situations like this, I've learned that, I should probably not feel too bad about it. Why? Because perhaps we don't deserve it.
mm,
Perhaps we don't deserve it. Because listen, if you have how many games in total to play? Is it 10 games in total to play for the qualifiers
mm,
for you to get to the World Cup? If you have that many games to play, and after 5 or 6 games, you are in the position that you are now, below South Africa, below Benin Republic, below Rwanda, and now you're hoping that NFF will deduct points from South Africa, perhaps you don't deserve to go actually, you
Mm.
know. So perhaps find some solace in the fact that okay, I actually don't deserve to go. You know, if you go, for example, maybe you go for an exam, and you know that exam, I wrote rubbish in that exam. When your result finally comes out that you didn't pass, you won't feel as bad,
Mm.
you know. But when you know that you did really well, you know, you prepared properly, you wrote, you know, what you're supposed to write and all of that, that's when you feel bad. So I don't think we really deserve it, right? And in terms of chances of us going to the World Cup now, I'll put it at maybe 15% out of 100,
Mm.
right? In terms of the game, you know, just to make some comments on what some people have said, I saw, you know, people talking about how Lookman, for example, you know, is playing out of position, that he's better on the left, just like he plays at Atalanta. But listen, I think you also need to look at the context of the team that we have. Whether you like it or not, Moses Simon, he he is quite problematic for the opposition. He can be a problematic player for the opposition. And Ademola Lookman is more effective playing out of position than Moses Simon would be playing out of position.
Mm.
So I feel like just based on that logic, from a coaching perspective, you would rather put Moses Simon to play where he knows how to play and put Ademola Lookman in a different position. You feel like okay, he would at least be able to do something there better than how Moses Simon would be able to do so. This current coach, I hope they don't sack him. It's not his fault that we're where we are. You know, he played 2 games. He got 4 points out of 2 games. That's better than the number of points that Finidi got. It's better than the number of points that Eguavon got in their games. So
Mm.
they should not use that one and say that okay, since he didn't qualify, blah blah blah. So we're sacking Eric Shea. Please let him take us to the AFCON, right? And let him finish this run of games for the World Cup qualifiers for us. That is my plea to NFF. I hope they're watching this live, right? So I mean, like I said, you know, I don't think, you know, based on how we've played so far, we deserve to go to the World Cup. For us to miss that many chances, you know, things like that, it makes you question the quality of these players, really.
Mm.
You know, it makes you really question the quality because imagine this team was a team full of, you know, more quality players. They're going to bury all those chances. They're going to bury everything. Imagine that Indeed chance. Imagine that Chuko is a chance. They're going to just put it in the back of the net, you know. So perhaps we don't deserve it. Like I said, I keep repeating it, but you know, 15% is not 0%. So let's see how it goes.
Mm.
So let's just keep hoping.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, TCO. I appreciate you joining and sharing your thoughts. So TCO says 15% chance, but it's not nothing. You know, as long as you're alive, there is still hope, and we are still alive. But I also would agree with the sentiments of if you play 6 matches, you're only able to win one game. Maybe you don't deserve to go. You know, as much as I'm Nigerian, of course, I want to see my team there. I want, you know, and the game is in North America. I live in Canada. It's just from I can even drive if I want to go and watch match. So, like, I was so happy, so excited. But if we can only win one match out of 6, playing against Benin, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, South Africa, then maybe we don't deserve to go. Maybe we don't. Welcome, Coach Duncan. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, my brother, thank you very much. How are you today?
I'm alive. I'm alive, sir. I'm
Yeah,
alive.
thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Forget about the results. Just enjoy yourself, yeah?
Thank you.
I'm calling from the UK, from Bedford. You see, I've listened to what some of these guys have said, your calling guest.
Hmm.
One of the major problem we had in this game, we were playing at home. The major problem we had was that we were so lethargic from the beginning to the end.
Hmm.
We are playing at home. We should have come out full force and win the match second half. Sorry, first half. Second half, if we cannot do anything again, we just do what? Pack the bus, and that is it. That's what we should have done. That was the strategy Westerhoff used to use when he was coach. Westerhoff was not a world-class coach. He didn't have the pedigree that this coach has. This coach has coached a national team. Westerhoff didn't coach a national team before coming to Nigeria. This coach has coached a national team before coming to Nigeria. So he has a better pedigree. But Westerhoff had a strategy. His strategy was that when you go into the pitch, he tells all his boys, Sia, Mokachi, Yekini, kill them in the first half. Kill them in the first half. Because we know that in the second half, tiredness will come in because of the weather conditions, So he does his job in the first half. But today's game, we are so lethargic, very sluggish. They build up from the defensive third to the middle third, and then to the final third. So slow. You give the opposition the time
to recover
and space to cover. We should have played them how we play how we used to play football those days in Lagos. You rush them. If you get 3 goals, second half don't score. Defend. But when you are so slow, you are giving the opposition the confidence to say, okay, they can't score. Okay, let's see what we do. Let's try. They will keep trying until they get a goal. We almost lost the game today. If the crossbar, the bar saved us today. It should have been 2-1. Then another thing I want to say is our ball retention skills very poor. It's a problem with national teams from under 17 to Super Eagles. The last time we had a Super Eagles that we are holding the ball and flowing with a lot of passes was the Atlanta 96 era. After that, it's just hit, cut and nail football we have been playing. Then Lesotho and Zimbabwe, they are going to fight with all their sweat and blood for South Africa to qualify. They don't mind playing. That is what is going to, because that region, they are sure of 2 qualifiers. Mozambique and South Africa. They are sure. They are doing very well. Mozambique are second in their group with a lot of points, and South Africa. So what scenario? They must go with 1. So it's going to be a very problematic scenario for Nigeria. Very serious problem for us because they're going to connive against us. That's when football politics is going to come in. So we're in a big problem. Big problem. Then finally, because there are other callers online, Uyo is not our football place. Uyo is too soft and too mild. The atmosphere does not intimidate opposition. It doesn't intimidate opposition. The ancestral home of the Super Eagles, I've been watching the Super Eagles from 1972. Our ancestral home is Lagos. It is Lagos. That is the only place in Nigeria where the fans will intimidate you. From your arrival at the airport till you finish the match and go back to your hotel, the fans will intimidate you. I know sometimes Lagos fans could turn around if you're not doing well, but all the opposition, during West Africa, we are beating teams 4-0, 6. We beat Sudan 6-1 at the time. We beat Algeria 4-1. We beat Cote d'Ivoire. We beat all the teams, Burkina Faso. Nobody survived in Lagos. Because NFF is a beggar federation. They are going with their cap in hand to beg for people to host their matches for them. That is why they keep going to Uyo. Uyo is not our ground. Uyo is not our ground. I'm from that part of the country, so I'm not being sentimental. It's not because I'm from that side, I would say. Uyo is not our ground. Our ground is Lagos. That's why we should play our matches and intimidate our opposition. It's so painful that we are not going to the World Cup. So painful.
You've
so
lost
painful.
hope completely.
But we are not going. Now let us be realistic, my brother. We are not going. It's so painful. I was planning to fly to stay in the United States and Canada during that time, but I'm not going anymore. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The way we are playing is too slow, too sluggish. All this build up. Our football is wing-based. Our football is wing-based. Right from the days of Shegun Odegbami, Adoke, Messiamaka, Onfred Dobo, and Folorunsho Okenla, Clement Emile, and James Etokebe. It has been our coach. Our football is wing-based. It is in the DNA of all Nigerians. Right from secondary school through to university games, it is wing play. It is in our blood. It is in us. That is our style. But when you start to invite our wingers into the midfield, we lose the game. That is the problem. Wing play. The 94 we had with Finidi George and Amunike, just like that. Coach in August 90. So it's swing play. I don't know who advised this coach that you should who should have been on the wing. Who should have been on the wing? And we look for a better. It's unfortunate that Teller didn't come. It's very unfortunate that Teller didn't come. He's injured. But because for me, Chukwueze is too pedestrian for my liking. He's just flashy, but his end product is zero. It's unfortunate, my brother. Happy birthday once again. May God bless you for your good work. I enjoy your program. I don't miss your program.
Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. I can see the passion and the energy, and that's the thing. When you love the team so much and then the team lets you down, it is very, very painful and heartbreaking. Before I bring the next caller, Ade is up next, and then Lewis, and then Chaymaker will come after that. I just want to reference, because obviously talking about whether or not we still have hope. Winning our group is a very tough ask now, but even finishing second, a lot of teams are doing well in second position. In Group A, Burkina Faso are currently second in that group. They have 11 points. In Group B, DR Congo are currently second. They have 10 points. In Group D, Cameroon are currently second, but they are playing right now, so they might even win their game and gain more points. They currently have 10 points. In Group F, Gabon are second. They have 15 points, second. In Group G, Mozambique are currently second. They play Algeria today. They have 12 points. So the reality of it is that even if we have 4 games left, you know, there is no guarantee that we can honestly finish in one of the best 4 second place positions. It's going to be very, very tough. It's going to be very, very tough. Cameroon currently, I think I already mentioned Cameroon. Madagascar also have 10 points, second in Group I. Namibia have 12 points, second in Group H. So it's tough. It's tough. But yeah, let's keep the calls going, guys. We have many people waiting. Thank you to everyone that has sent super chats. I see all the birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all the wishes. Please like the video, guys. We have 106 likes right now, but we've had over 1,000 views. So please, guys, like the video. If you join in, just like the video. It costs you absolutely nothing. If you want to leave super chat, I appreciate it. But if you don't want, just like the video as a way of supporting. Thank you very much. Ade, you're up. Thank you.
Oh, hello, IoT. Happy birthday in advance. Your birthday
Thank
is
you.
today,
No, my birthday is tomorrow, Wednesday.
right, or tomorrow? I know you said
Yes.
it is tomorrow.
Yes.
Happy birthday. To be honest, from my own point of view, and to be honest, I'm not feeling fine. And I was like, I'm going to watch this match to make me happy at
Sorry.
least. But this match was really, really, really disappointing. I've never,
He added to your
I don't even know what to
illness.
say. From my own point of view, I feel like they should disband NFF. Everybody, they should first disband everybody. They should disappear from there. Because trust me, I've watched Chelsea ball, and Chelsea ball, if he's playing ball, his ball is on the ground. You will not even like,
Mm,
if you watch Mali, you know the type of boy. Let this man, you employ this man, let this man select people that are hungry to play for Nigeria. But no, you're bringing people that they don't even know the cost. Like they don't even understand the value, like what, like where Nigeria is in the world of football. Like we have one of the best talents, but even if we have one of the best talents, if they are not hungry to play football for the country, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we
mm,
can do because I, to be honest, I was like, just one thing, one duty. We wanted, we already won. And before we go, we had to struggle and struggle, and we're missing, excuse my life, stupid chances. But
mm,
Osimhen scored, no problem. The minute I knew at that point, I was like, oh, we will bring another defender to let us defender go to the last minute. But no, they brought Boniface. Boniface even claimed penalty. I was like, stand up. This is business. You're meant to go to the back and defend. We need to defend. But because one thing I've come to like notice about Zimbabwe ball, because I've been following them since, should I say, like since the AFCON qualifiers. One thing they are good at is doing a comeback. They like to do comebacks, and that's a team people should watch for in AFCON, because
mm,
those teams, like, you can be leading them by 2-0, but one thing that they can do is that the second half of that match they can come back
mm,
with that same goals. They can get because they are very good team. When one thing I've come to understand about us, the Nigerian players, I don't want to say is a now. But one thing I've come to understand about Nigeria, they won the first match. Like they're so relaxed. Like for the second match, like I don't know how to explain. Like there's this relaxation that comes with it because you keep asking, are you coming here to play a competitive match or you're just coming here to play content or take pictures? This Zimbabwe, like I looked at someone like Black Stars, that's Ghana. Looked at Ghana team. Nobody, I don't even see anybody old picture of Pick Milk or Milo. Nobody. All of them were all meaning business because they know they lost AFCON. They didn't go to AFCON. Precarious situation. We're still shooting content. All our mind should be on the game. I understand that everybody has to be happy, but this game is a lifeline. Because if you guys miss the World Cup, you guys World Cup team, that's the end for you.
Mm,
And one thing that they should just allow, they should just leave Eric Chell to me. Just leave him and let him make his decision.
mm,
Stop suggesting players for him because there are some players that are not meant, they don't deserve to be on that call up list. When that provisional list for came out, I said that are willing and hungry to die for Nigeria. It's more like, see, let's give an example. Aroku Dare, he wanted to play for like he had been eyeing Super Eagles shirts. He came in and he brought in a shift. You know, this is somebody that is hungry, that wants to play for Nigeria. This is someone that wants to actually get. He was shooting shots. He doesn't even care where the shot was going. Shooting shot on his head. Everything was just going. It was fine. Like he was hungry for us to win. But then you will be bringing people that are not informed, they are not even playing for their club side. It doesn't even make sense. There are some players that they are willing to die on that field, die on the field just for Super Eagles to qualify. But we're bringing players that know.
mm,
It's only Osimhen. It's only Osimhen that is hungry. That doesn't make that does not look like a team that wants to play in World Cup. Because it goes to World Cup, using not from group stage will be and will go out. And
mm,
also, if we want to do a back four, I'm sorry, but Ekon cannot be as fast as you need someone that is almost as stronger and very fast as Ekong. Because you can't put Osai, you can't pair Osai and Ekong together. I'm sorry. It can't work. It,
mm,
it can't work. It's almost that happened during Rwanda and Nigeria AFCON qualifiers 2-1. They kept Osho with Bruno. He likes to do more of attacking rather than defending. That's the reason why people are saying where Bruno enter. Bruno is more of a attacking left back more than rather than doing the main defending. He's very good in that attacking part. But you see that
mm,
defending is going to be a disaster. They need to work on that defend line, that defenders line. They need to get to that are ready. Look at Taribo West. Taribo West will play for Nigeria. Blood will be coming from his head and he'll be crying. That's I don't even want to say anything because I'm not feeling well and I want to cry, but at the same time I don't want to cry.
mm,
It's all right. Me,
mm,
I've already given up on
mm,
Nigeria. People have told me
mm,
already. Never put mind in the Nigeria match. Just let them play their
mm,
rubbish. When they are ready to play, they'll be play. Because everybody is
mm,
hyping them now. I already knew the underestimate. People already underestimated Zimbabwe. I say this Zimbabwe you guys are talking about, they are known for comeback. You just had one work, Osai, Ekong. Even if it's to even put your body on the penalty space for the ball not to enter. That is what is called world class defending. But that goal was too cheap. Why would you consider that type of goal?
mm.
Like it
All
just
right.
like our dream of World Cup just went from some minutes to down. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much,
All right. Thank,
IoT.
thank you very much, Ade.
Thank you
I can feel the pain in your
so
voice, but
much, Olosi.
please just get some rest. Don't let Super Eagles add to your illness. Get some rest, Bele. Ah, man, we have so many people still waiting to call. Louis, I'm bringing you on now. Chemeka is coming on after Tunji, then Oscar, Chika, and then Kim, or Kime. Please, thank you very much for your patience. I'm trying to take people in the order that they came in. Okay, welcome, Louis.
Yeah, IoT, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's your birthday year already. Like
Thank you.
3:15 a.m. over here.
If only it will be an indeed you wanted to wish me happy birthday too.
Yeah, I actually agree with this. The last caller, the lady.
Hmm.
I think the whole problem start with NFF.
Hmm.
NFF. I will blame the NFF, Pesero and Finidi, with all the striker that were invited for our previous matches. Like imagine those striker that were, I think Boniface was invited, um, Paul, Sadiq Usman, Kelechi. Like these guys could not even score. Imagine Osime for only 2 appearances. He's already up with 3 goals. And I think the NFF just wants, I think, this qualifying money that is being paid by FIFA, like when you qualify to the World Cup. I think their eyes are after that money. Like they don't mean well for the Nigerian people and the Super Eagles. They should allow this coach to do his thing. I think I like the way he plays. Like it's a good coach. I like the way he plays, but I think this last match, I I am going to blame Lukman. Lukman is very selfish.
Hmm.
He don't know when to release the ball. Like he just want to shoot. If you don't know, maybe he's in a good position or not. They just want to shoot. If you cannot score, lay down the pass. Just imagine what Tolu did for
Online.
um Aino. He knows he was not in a good position to take the shot. He laid the ball down for Lionel to do the crossing. And I think the Super Eagles, our wingers, we are not good in crossing. And for me, I already give up. I give up already. I don't think we're going to the World Cup
Hmm.
because I know South Africa are not ready to lose any match. Even if we go to South Africa, I don't think the best we can do is draw.
Hmm.
I don't think Nigeria can beat them over there, and they are not even ready to lose. I think they should just allow the coach to do the thing, take the Super Eagles to the. We should focus now about the AFCON.
Hmm.
But I think the World Cup dream is gone.
It's-
It's dead already.
hmm.
But I think for you to even go for was it the playoff match, you need above 18 points.
The way things are going, yeah.
And we are still down with 6 point or 7.
Hmm.
And even this Zimbabwe, they're even better than the Rwanda we played last week.
Hmm.
Because I don't think the Rwanda had any shot on target.
They did not. They barely tried. Yeah. Yeah.
This is like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I am really I came back from training today, football training, and I told my friend, let me go relax so I can watch the Nigerian football. They said, you still watch Nigerian football. You just want, after this, you just finish your own training instead of you to go and sleep and relax
Hmm.
and wait for our match on Saturday. You say you want to watch Nigerian football, you're just going to give yourself an attack.
Hmm.
When we were leading that 1-0 down, when they removed Osime, they should have brought in maybe defender, somebody like I think this guy have the energy. Somebody like Alassane Yusuf, he have the energy, or just defender. No, we don't need a striker like Boniface. Maybe remove Osai somewhere, take a line onto that place and put Bruno Yemechi at the left back.
Hmm.
But instead, no, you still pressing for goal. It's already 9 minutes. We just need 90 minutes. We just need 5 minutes to defend,
Hmm.
which is the additional time.
Hmm.
And Osai Samuel was tired from the first half. I think maybe he's still feeling pain from the last
From the
game.
previous match. Hmm.
So I don't really have much to say, but I'm pissed. I'm not happy.
Hmm. All right. Thank you very much, Louis.
Yeah,
Thank you. I
thank you. I
appreciate.
really enjoy your program. I think it's one of the best
Thank you.
football podcasts I've been watching lately.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, that's Louis. Before I bring on Chimika, let me just quickly say something. So about the NFF, I know that obviously hindsight is 2020. After it has happened, it's easy for us to say, "Oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that." But what I will say is that Coach Eric Shell created this semblance of seriousness. You don't allow journalists to come to camp. you don't allow media access, you are limiting access to the players. But yesterday, the players are receiving friends in their hotel rooms. You know, families coming to visit them in their hotel. They are chilling in the hotel, laughing together. So I don't know if I will say after the victory in Rwanda, maybe they felt very comfortable that okay, we won. Same, you know. Even one of the coaches after the last game in the locker room was saying, Zimbabwe, we go finish you now when you come." You know, so maybe they felt very comfy. Because I was surprised when I saw that you are not allowing media access, but you're allowing players to receive friends in their hotel room. That one surprised me, you know, a bit. So in hindsight, you can look at things like that and say they lost that level of seriousness that they had been putting into the players from the beginning. Um, but yeah, Chimeka, thank you for joining me.
How are you?
Yes,
Can
hello.
you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, go on, go on.
All right. Happy birthday. It was a better way to celebrate. What's painful
Thank
this
you. I
is
appreciate
that we live in Texas, San Antonio, and Houston and Dallas are going to be World Cup venues. Houston
it.
is just a three, and my brother-in-law live. And I was thinking, yes. And I told my brother, I said, we better start making plans. So, but will Niger qualify? That was what he told me. But will Niger qualify? He didn't what he said. He said, I don't want to watch this match. I don't want to give myself heart attack. Now, in hindsight, I'm looking like. But the problem, first, you've said everything about the NFF. You said everything about the NFF and their problems. They have to be serious and everything. But somebody mentioned that Lukman was a bit selfish, and I noticed that.
Mm,
No, no, it was a bit self, and I not, and I mentioned, and I agree that he was a bit selfish. There are times when all he had to do was lay a simple pass, and he chose to shoot, which turned out to be the wrong decision. I guess if Osai was there, you should have removed him from there because once Osimhen went out, you bring in a defender. But at the same time, I said if you are gonna get a second goal, because that ball that hit the bar, the crossbar by Zimbabwe, I said that is a warning, and unfortunately, it was a warning that they failed to heed. Because I said as long as this game is 1-0 and Zimbabwe have hit the bar, they are gonna believe that they still have a chance. They had that belief, and that was why they were able to equalize.
mm,
Able to equalize. And now I don't want to talk about if we end up qualifying. There's always a chance, a small chance, yes. But if we end up qualifying, good. If not, let's just prepare our mind that Nigeria is not going to be at the World Cup.
mm,
And I feel bad for Victor Osimhen because of everything. I was hoping that we get good qualifiers and then maybe go through qualify, play the Nations Cup, and then maybe if he reaches the World Cup, he then breaks Yakini's record. Now,
mm,
right now, he's just 11 goals shy of Yakini's record, but that's not what everybody's talking about right now.
mm,
And as for the NF, I still say Nigeria's problem boils down to the to the NFF. What boils down to the NFF. You take too long to appoint a coach, and then you want to ensure that some players are
and
invited,
mm,
are invited, and some are not. The so-called quota system,
mm,
the so-called quota system, and that thing makes me mad. It's not just the Super Eagles. It's in the youth teams as well.
mm,
The youth teams as well. And even the Super Falcons, I saw a video on the other way that they are neglecting it, but that's another discussion. That's another discussion. So I'm not, but it should be a wake up call. And since in June, the next qualifiers are in September. June we can play some friendlies, and in friendly games you invite some new players. I saw Crisanto Suchi. We need mobile midfielders. Everybody has to be mobile. Football has changed now. I watched Ghana's game with Madagascar. I support Arsenal, and after that thing, I sent a message. I said,
Arteta,
Thomas Partey.
I said Arteta. If it means keeping Thomas Partey for another year, please keep him. Don't let him go.
Mm.
Because that was the best I've seen Partey play in a Ghanaian shirt.
Mm.
And I know that's how he plays when he's at Arsenal. I think he played. So that was the hunger. It seems as if that hunger was not there with the players today, and everybody seems that they are taking it like a dassical. Go forward. You are too like a dassical about it, because I know once Zimbabwe hit that crossbar, they had their belief returned, because
Yeah.
when Osimhen scored, they were deflated. You saw the reaction of the goalkeeper. They were deflated.
Yeah.
They are deflated. But once they hit that bar, their mind was like, "Oh man, we still get chance, so may we try." Counting on maybe Nigeria dropping, trying to defend, and that's what happened.
Mm.
But I don't think Chelsea should be fired just yet.
Mm.
You are right. Let's just let him go to the Nations Cup, whatever happens. But but I agree with Okocha. Why can't we let technocrats? I've been following NFF elections since 2002. Since 2002, in my teens, when we were talking about the problem between Galadima and John Fashion, who ran. If you remember, do you remember that?
2002, I was not even thinking of NFF, but
Okay, okay.
yeah, I'm still
Don't,
young.
don't be mad. People were like, Fashanu has come to reap where he did not. And I'm asking, are we
Mm.
talking about what Fashanu did in the past, or are we talking about the future of Nigerian football?
Mm.
Okay, Galadima came in. You saw what happened. We missed the 2006 World Cup, and he said the World Cup was not our birthright.
Mm.
2006, Sani Lulu, all he said in his manifesto was we are going to get a foreign coach and we are going to qualify for every tournament. And my brother is a cynical person. He said qualify for the AF so that anytime you qualify, you travel on government ESTA code and go and gallivant. Forgetting that the under 20 is a youth tournament. And sure enough, under 20 that year was in 2007 was in Canada, and Sanilulu and all the NFF, they went to Canada for all the duration of that tournament, or that until the Flying Eagles were knocked out.
Mm.
I forgot everything at home.
Mm.
And until we get people who are serious talking about proper youth development for both the men and the women's team, for that matter, the Super Falcons, the
Mm.
Flamingos, the Falconets, all of them, until we get technocrats, NFF is going to be is continue being the problem of Nigerian football.
Mm.
Look at it. There's another FIFA window in 2 weeks' time. That's for the women, and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
And then they expect to take the WAFCON title from South Africa or even Zambia. I've watched that Zambian team. You watch the NWSL, you see what Barbara Banda is doing to wide defenses here, and I realize that the only problem with Zambia is their defense. If they sort that out, then even the Falcons will have problem.
Mm. Mm.
And then because we have this mental, they don't need someone in 2008, they don't need to prepare, they just need to show up.
Mm.
That has changed. The mentality has to change, and we have to look for players who are willing. And because all over the world right now, national teams are getting new players, young blood. Look at England. Look at Lewis Kelly playing the other day. Or not the regular English players we used to see in the team, apart from maybe Harry Kane.
Mm.
Apart from maybe Harry Kane. But in the Super League, we are still with you. Are you saying that we cannot get new players who are fired up? I know that if you put Iwobi in his position, and I don't particularly blame Iwobi other than the chance he missed, because there were things he did fighting, trying to. So I think Iwobi played well today. I think Iwobi played well, but I feel that Wilfred is no longer the defensive midfielder we need to rely upon. So we need to look for someone else.
Mm.
Even we had Frank Onyeka or even Rafael Onyedika, who is the defensive for Bruges. They could have come in. Maybe it's time if we do play friendlies in June, let the coach be firm and try these new players. After all, it's a friendly.
Mm.
Realize whether they are good enough to play those positions or not.
Mm.
there's a small chance. I'm not giving up. I'm not expecting them to qualify, but I'm just hoping it's a very slight hope that they can qualify, because I'll feel bad that a World Cup is coming here in the US, and you're in Canada too.
Eh,
Yeah, in Canada. And I live a 3 hour drive away from Houston's NRG Stadium, which is going to be one of the venues. And then Nigeria doesn't show up for the second time. Well, they will say, after all, it happened to Italy. That it happened to Italy doesn't mean it should happen to
the
Nigeria.
biggest World Cup ever.
And
Nine
the
African
9
countries are on
African
team.
countries, a chance of 10.
Hey, Ghana is going. We're not going. Hey,
And Ghana is going
the
again, and
banter they will give us.
we're not going. Look at what all the other teams. Look at what all the other teams are doing. I've been watching, because that's why I'm looking forward to this AFCON, because the AFCON has suddenly become. It looks like it's going to be a more exciting tournament, especially with Morocco going to host it.
Mm,
And people around here in the US, they've started paying attention. Even those who said, AFCON is a stupid tournament, now they are paying attention.
mm, mm. All right.
Right.
I
So
have to let you go, Chemika, but
thanks a
thank
lot, and
thank
happy
you
birthday
very
again.
much. Thank you.
Let's not take this result. Let it not dampen our day. Let only God's time. God knows the best.
All right.
Let's enjoy our life. Let it not kill.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, that was Mr. Chemika from Texas. Very painful situation. Everybody's upset. No surprises with that. Once again, guys, please like the video if you are watching and you haven't hit the like button. It costs you absolutely nothing. I promise. No money will leave your bank account if you click the like button. If you're not subscribed, please click subscribe, support, share, and if you want to support the super chats have slowed down. So guys, please let's get more super chats. Support the content, support our efforts. It looks like we don't need to raise funds for World Cup anymore, but we still need funds for AFCON. So please, you can still support us with super chats. Goes towards our AFCON funds. I spent money trying to cover, because I'm not there in person, paying people to help me create content and cover these 2 matches. Um, and now I'm like, I should have just saved my money, Joe. The way the Super Eagles have let me down. But yes, please, guys, if you have the means, every little helps. $2, $5, 100 naira, 1,000 naira, and we really appreciate it. Support with super chat, support the content. Um, but yes, Tunji has been waiting. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, hi, Ayo, and happy birthday in advance.
Thank you very much. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you, but not too fine. You can imagine being a Super Eagles supporter and then also an Arsenal supporter. You know, it must be very tough for people like me. Things to take from today's match. I've never been a fan of coaches utilizing players out of their best positions.
Mm,
From the onset of the match, I wasn't really comfortable with having I know playing left fullback when there is Bruno. And of course, if even if he was still there in the second half, I expected him to change things around, especially when Bright was having a stinker around the middle of the second half. I expected him to bring in Bruno. He did same in the first match, and then it wasn't bad at all. And then again, I felt that right after Nigeria scored. We scored the first goal. I believe we still needed to um, push forward a bit. I was kind of not apprehension in this matter in this case, especially when Zimbabwe hit the bar. Expected us to attack a little bit, balance the attack and defense. And even if the coach wasn't going to balance the attack and defense, he should have brought in an extra defender when Osimhen was
going
going
up.
out injured.
Mm,
Those are the lapses I saw. And then we at this point we have to look beyond certain players.
mm,
We have to look beyond. I won't mention names, but you could see that the midfield the midfield lacked a bit of steel, which I did not see in Didi. And then we have the second reason why we have to look beyond certain players is that the coach was even, very scared of bringing in people on from the bench.
Mm.
So it appears he didn't really trust his bench. So he needs to, you know, getting more players who are hungry.
Mm.
You will agree with me that most of the players on the field of play today, the 11 players they are informed. They are informed. They are players that play for their club sides. So it's not about the fact that they are not informed, but they have the mentality issue.
Mm.
They just need he just at this point needs players who are hungry, not necessarily the best players playing for the big club sides. He
Mm.
just needs the hungry players. And at this moment, I think Nigeria may not. We have the slimmest chances of qualifying for the World Cup, painful as it is. So I think the NFF should allow him to build for the future.
Mm.
The nearest future. I think that's what we are left with. If we say the best four second placed teams would only be able to go for playoffs, then I don't think we have any we have any chance of being in that bracket. So
Mm.
that's my submission. That's all I've taken from this match, and I think they also the discipline. I mean, last week they said they weren't going to allow media influencers and all people in that cadre let gain much access to the team, but that did not also work. That did not also play out too much. I still saw so many videos on YouTube about their training sessions, their hotel, everything. So those are the things they need to address
Mm.
and allow Shell to continue with the team, build his own players, and look beyond players who are not hungry.
Mm. Mm. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Tunji. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Uh, man, so many emotions. A lot of people are disappointed. If you still want to join, the link is posted on YouTube, so you can click the link. It is rather pinned on YouTube. So just look at the top of the comments section. You would see the link. We'll take a couple more people. We're already over an hour and a half into this program. So we'll take a couple more people and then we'll wrap up for today. And if you want to discuss the game even more, later tonight, myself and Smith Lai will still be coming live for the Niger FC podcast. So that one is going to be at 11 p.m. Nigerian time. Myself and Smith Lai will be live to talk about the game more. Smith Lai will give us his opinion. Smith Lai is more tactical, give us deep dive into the game. But yes, that's at 11 p.m. Nigerian time. Oscar, you're up next. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
We're alive. We're alive. How are you?
Fine. Happy birthday, first of all. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday. I'm very, very sad. I won't lie to you, man. I'm very, very sad. 2022, we missed. Now we're going to miss 2026. And he's in a place that a lot of Nigerians are. Canada, US, Mexico.
Mm.
There's something I saw a couple of days ago. It was after the Rwanda game. Players were celebrating, not celebrating per se, but like on social media, doing content and what. I was
They
like,
were happy.
yeah, no, all good and fine. You're happy. But at that particular time, I felt it wasn't necessary. If
Mm.
I'm being honest with you, just my own opinion. Everybody might have a different opinion, but I felt it wasn't necessary at that particular time. I felt everybody should just be zoned in, right? You have another tough game coming up in Uyo against what's their name again? the team we played, um,
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. Thank you, against Zimbabwe, and you should just be zoned into the game or for the game. But eventually, it didn't go as planned. And I feel this has just started right from time, like from the beginning of the qualifiers, from the Pissarro team to Finidi George team. You understand? And this guy is taking a lot of stick because of today's game. To be honest, can you really blame the guy? You can't really blame him, if I'm being honest with you.
Hmm.
He put his best players available. Let's put it like that. He put his best players available for the team that he felt that could execute the match, could win the game. But eventually, he had one win and he had one draw. And again, people are saying that he should have brought in like a defender to tie up the game, or sorry, or to lock up the game basically. I didn't really feel that was necessary. He wanted to go for another goal. That's fine. If I'm being honest, that's very,
But
very.
was another goal necessary?
We, I think so. To be honest, because it was just a one goal scoreline, right? So the one goal, I feel another goal was really necessary. And people are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't blame Ekong." We will blame Ekong.
Hmm.
We have to blame Ekong. He's the captain of Nigeria. He's the captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, right? You see how he talks about Nigeria, the pride for playing for Nigeria. You can't be just be ball watching the last couple of minutes of the game when we need you to be on point. We need you to be on point throughout the game, and you were not on point. In my own opinion, please,
Hmm.
he should have done better. Should have done better. And we missed a lot of chances. Nah, he missed a lot of chances during the game. Please, I want to ask you something. I don't know, just my own opinion about this thing, right?
Yeah.
People keep mentioning Uyo. You stop playing there.
Hmm.
Please, there are countries that play at different stadiums. At the end of the day, they get the job done.
Hmm.
All this one, everybody keeps saying Lagos, Lagos. I lived in Lagos. I can understand the Lagos vibe. They say Lagos was the slaughterhouse of Nigerian national team over the years, right? But see, whether it's Lagos, whether it's Abuja, whether it's Calabar, whether it's Port Harcourt, whether it's Benin, whether it's Asaba, as far as they are playing in Nigeria, they should turn up. Let's not be giving this excuse of, oh, because they're not playing in Lagos, that's the reason why. The Lagos we're talking about, self, have you seen the state of the pitch? Have you actually seen the state of the pitch? The facilities there. So everybody keep mentioning, no, 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 you should carry it to Lagos. Look, please leave that aspect of it. Leave that aspect. You look at a lot of national teams. I don't want to I don't want to really mention Africa, but let me just give you examples. I know we're not the same. Like you use the example, let's say like a Germany. Germany plays in different stadiums.
Hmm.
France plays in different stadiums. Spain, likewise, only maybe England, I know that standard Wembley. And in recent years, they play in different stadiums too. So where is it our own that is always, oh, Uyo? It's not the same Uyo that we used to qualify for 2018 World Cup.
Hmm.
So why are people? And so that's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. It's very, very sad. I won't lie. 2018 we missed. Sorry, 2022 we missed out. Now we're gonna miss out on 2026 too.
Don't worry,
I don't believe
we'll see you in 2030.
And the sad thing is that most of these players, the current set of players we have, by then, most of them would even be available for
By 2030,
2030. Osime, Lookman, Iwobi, Ndidi. That's like the core of the team. The guys that have been in
they
national
will
team for
all
already.
be past their best.
You understand? So that's why it's even more sad. At least even Osime has not played the World Cup like this. Arguably the best striker coming out from Africa, center forward at least, right? Hasn't played the World Cup. You understand? And it's just sad. Someone like Lookman, now you like at least Africa best this year. Let him play one World Cup at least. You understand? Even though we don't even come out from the group, at least it will be on the CV that these guys have played the World Cup. But at the moment, it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like. All I can say is just look, our manager Eric Chill, allow him to just do the job. Let him continue the work, irrespective of whether Nigeria qualifies for the World Cup or not. Right? Let him down. Let's also take the team to the AFCON. See what happens from there. But it's not just a good one for us right now. Not just a good one for Nigeria right now. Try.
All right. Thank you very much, Oscar. Thank you very much. Okay. So yeah, Oscar was talking about Uyo, and I mean, I honestly would agree, regardless of where we play, we need to be winning our games. I think the reason why people talk about Lagos is just because of the atmosphere that the fans can create, the vibe, very passionate fans, very loud fans. But we need to be winning our games regardless. And I mean, we cannot play in Lagos because the playing surface is terrible, stadium is terrible. Um, so unless somebody goes and does something about that, Uyo is the only stadium that we have that is kind of okay. And to be honest, even that Uyo stadium is an eyesore. Like from the pitch to the advertising boards is an eyesore. So and that's the best we have, So it's a very very bad situation for us. But yes, welcome, Sir Akime. You've been waiting patiently. Thank you.
Yes, so I've been waiting quite patiently. Happy
Thank you. I
birthday,
appreciate
Mr.
it.
Ayo.
Thank you.
But this your birthday that I did not
no,
deliver three
no, me play
points.
the ball. Oh.
Okay, I'd like to focus on the game first, and then I might speak a bit on the larger issue of NFF and our qualification chances for the World Cup. So just about the game, um, I'm not necessarily too happy with the coach. First with the lineup. From the last game, it was pretty clear that offensively, that right-hand side wasn't necessarily working. Chukwueze did not have the best of games, and Osai Samuel, he didn't really affect the game really, really much as well. So I was a bit surprised to see both of them starting this game again. Um, we went one
Yeah.
goal up. The way the coach had set up both teams for the two games was like he went all out attack, right? Only Ndidi was a midfield essentially. The rest of them were offensive players, and I think that was because it was imperative that the Eagles got wins because of the level that we were at, in the group, our position. I'm not necessarily sure if that's how Eric will set up his teams if we went in the same position, but he's bold enough to take, this kind of strategy. So kudos to him. However, the goal or the objective is to get the 3 points. We finally got a goal after huffing and puffing and missing so many chances. And it was barely 5 minutes left in the game. There is absolutely no reason why you should still be chasing the game. The point is to get 3 points. You're taking off Osimhen and you're bringing
Boniface.
up Onyedika, Raphael, I think, yeah, in the midfield. Fair enough. But Bright, all game, just as he did in the previous game, was not affecting the game offensively. And defensively, his position was sus. They kept playing through that right side all through. Almost all the chances that they had in this game came
Yeah.
from that right-hand side. So if we're already one goal up, 5 minutes left in the game, this guy has huffed and puffed all game. He's not affecting the game offensively. Defensively, he's getting found out. My guy, I think he was one of the candidates, to have been taken off first before even Osimhen, after we scored. So I will put this game down to Eric, but that's not me speaking on his general career as the Super Eagles manager. I think just for the level of bravery that he has shown to pick the kind of lineups that he has picked for the past two games, I think prospectively or possibly we have a good manager on our hands. Our chances for the World Cup is practically zero at this point. Um, and that, for me, is not the fault of the players per se. It is definitely not the fault of the new coach, Eric. All of this is down to the football authorities, the NFF. The difference between all the teams that we've played so far in our group and the Eagles has been the way the teams have played against us. It seems like they have a squad of 11 players playing as a team. We have a bunch of 11 players just hoping and hoping on their individual brilliance and their skills to get results. And I think what we've seen so far is that a team always has better chance, even if they don't have the highest quality players, to get results in games. So the NFF has not only done Nigeria a disservice, but they've done these players a disservice because having to play for how many managers in one qualification campaign is not ideal because one manager is telling you to play this way. The next qualifier you come, another manager is telling you to go that way, and there's barely any cohesion in the team. So it is difficult for them to optimize or use to their to the best of their ability the qualities that they all display in their club sides because they are disjointed. They don't necessarily know what to do, and the coaches' instructions keep changing because we keep changing managers. Why do we have a situation where we are playing Zimbabwe at home and we are huffing and puffing as if we are playing Senegal or playing Ivory Coast? With all due respect to the Zimbabwe national team, the quality of players that they put on the pitch, I don't know that it should be the level that should be giving us problems when we are playing in Nigeria. So it is a sad day for Nigerian football because it seems like it is yet another World Cup that we will not be a part of. And it is especially sad because, I mean, possibly 10 teams are going to qualify from Africa, and Nigeria is not good. It essentially means that we are not one of the top 10 teams in
It's
Africa.
crazy.
This is crazy. So, yeah, I think I'll just leave it there so that other people can call and make their own contributions as well. We will see how the cookie crumbles when eventually all the games are played. But I hope that this will be the last change of manager that we have in a while. The NFF should allow Eric to settle in. It seems like he has the personality, at least for the job of Super Eagles coach. The discipline that he's trying to bring into the team. I know some people don't necessarily like it, but I think it's a step in the right direction because, say for example, they said the players were having some of their friends come to the hotel room, but the media were not allowed to come. Those are the kind of things that not gradually I feel as he exerts his influence more on the team. All these things will be cut off, as we go along, and hopefully, the Super Eagles will be better for it. Happy birthday again, Ayo. Although, like I said at the beginning, deliver the three. So,
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for your thoughts. Very well made points. Um, but yeah. Unfortunate situation. Unfortunate situation. We'll take two more callers and then we'll wrap up for this evening. Thank you very much to everyone that is still watching. If you haven't liked the video, please hit the like button. Let's get as many likes as possible. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you want to support the content, please leave a super chat, and we would really appreciate that. Okay, Mr. Chika has been waiting patiently. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, hello. We cannot hear you, sir. We cannot hear you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I
Okay.
was, yeah,
Yeah.
I was patiently waiting, and I'm so sorry I delayed. Yeah, I've never like been to the shows, and I'm pretty shy, joining the shows
Thank
sometimes.
you.
But
Thank you.
today I decided to come, and happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
it.
no matter what's going on, you should be able to go out there and party. Have fun is not the end of the world. We've been seeing this since we were born. Since we were born, by the time you hope so much on the Super League, something will come up, and that's just how it is. So let me go straight to the point. The problem we have is leadership. The same thing happening in the Nigerian system is still what is happening in the Super Eagles, and believe it or not, and it's going to be this. How do I put it? It's going to be a very big problem if we say keep the coach. It's going to be not a problem, rather, it's going to be a disrespect to a government and to the judge. I'm going to be very honest because we are treating them differently. I'm going to say this because I'm going to be on blast. People are going to cuss me out for saying this. But we lost this game because of tactical errors, and I'll tell you why. Football is not too deep the way we all look at it most of the times. Football is not that deep. Football is just like every other thing in life. I've been a coach in my once in my life, and that's what I'm telling you. Put a square peg in a square hole, and you get the right result. That's number one. Number two, if it's not broken, don't fix. And if it's broken, fix. That's number three. This guy came, he started doing some magic, trying to show that he want to do something different, started playing people out of place. And we were all clapping. Those were just initial driver. They have nothing to do with the victory we had. I'm going to be very honest with you. So he did that, and we were able to get away with that. And he tried it with these people. Now, look at one thing you need to know to understand where I'm coming from. The first game that they almost scored against us that went to the crossbar came through one side. And if you see, they will keep making use of there. It keeps flowing. And nobody actually went. I mean, nobody paid attention. He didn't pay attention to go block it. Block that, like I said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's broken, fix. So he should have looked at that and say, "Oh no, 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 no! This place is something is about to happen. Bring in Bruno, put Bruno over here, and bring Ola on the other side, and everything will stabilize." Tactical. It does. It's not a rocket science. You don't. Football is not too technical the way we look at it. It's just right there in front of you. Do a little bit of math, and you solidify everything. And the law already warned them. Look at what's happened to me. Now you listen to all that and you ignore it. We have only 5 minutes, and you still allow that place to keep on leaking and leaking and leaking until we lost again through that place. And you want to tell me we're going to leave the coach? It's going to be a very big disrespect to Eguavon and Kennedy fully the coach. I'm going to be very honest. That's number one. If we had gotten the coach that is handling Mali today, we wouldn't have lost this game. I can give you reasons. Well, like I said, I was at work, so I I just want to air this thing out. I feel like I'm bored. We keep on going down. We had them at floor and people complain. We went down to the zero. And now people complain again. We went down again to this other one. If this one leaves, we're gonna sink down again. It all comes to the leadership. The same thing happening on in the whole political system. That's exactly what we're gonna keep on seeing, unfortunately unless when we have the right people in NFF who will buckle up and say, enough of all this. Let's, main thing, let's give the people what they want. Make sure we fix our football from the local league to the national level. And that's basically, what's going to help us. If not, again, I'm one of the people that will say, let this coach go. He has nothing to offer. I'm telling you the truth. Forget about all those initial guys.
So you think he should go already after 2 matches?
Yes, I do say that. I said it from the day one. I know you listen to a lot of comments, but I said in the comment section, we're not going to World Cup with him. Immediately they hired him. I watch him. They say, oh, I like how he played with the Malians. Oh, come on. Malians beat their game 2-0 with a new coach. And the same way we did. But one thing you need to see is the ability of the coach to begin to change things. See where we have a problem, you fix it. See where we don't have a problem, leave it the way it is, and we move on. Again, football is not too technical. It's just right in front of you. You'll be seeing it, and you'll be able to fix it. That's all
All
I
right.
have to say. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for the opportunity.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you can make a video like doing Snapchat. I'm old school somehow. I don't know how to do that. I'm not Snapchat. Super
So
chat. I don't know. I haven't done it before. I don't know how to do it. If
if
I
you're
can learn how to do it from somebody, I would be
if you're
very,
on YouTube,
very
so
happy.
if you're on the YouTube app watching the stream, click on the comments. You know how there's the comments bar for you to type a comment.
Yeah.
On that comments bar, you will see a money sign.
Okay.
So if you click on the comments bar, you would see a money sign. Click on that money sign. It would ask you to choose the amount, and then you'll be able to
I
send
got
it.
it. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. We have three more callers, guys, and then we'll wrap up for today. So please, if you haven't already joined, you can join us on the Niger FC podcast later tonight. Myself and Smith Lai are going to be live again at 11 p.m. Nigerian time to still, unfortunately, talk about this match. But for now, I'll take Sahid, I'll take Onyi, and then wrap up with my guy Olu. Thank you very much for your patience, guys. Sahid, welcome, sir. Okay, something might be wrong with Said's connection. Hello. Okay. Oye, it's your lucky day. Welcome.
Okay, sorry, I'm a live program actually, guys, so I'll talk to you later. Right. Oh, okay, sorry, it's not yet my turn. I think
No, it's your
so.
turn. It's your turn. Go on.
Oh, hi, Ayo. Hi,
Thank you.
this
Hi.
Shaka.
Yes.
Uh, good to, yeah, good to be in
Thank you
your
for
show
joining.
tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to talk about the
Yes, go
Super
ahead.
Eagles, right? Yeah, happy birthday first and
Thank you.
foremost. Um, but I know, actually, I wasn't expecting
Hmm.
much from the game. My reasons being, we're trying to build the team,
Hmm.
right? The coach is pretty new, so we're not expecting him to do any magic. He's still trying to blend with the boys, still trying to blend with our style of play, trying to know the players and stuff like that. So I'm not expecting him to. I was a bit sad at some point, especially when in the first half when they couldn't make anything out of it. I knew probably we are going to draw, or even Zimbabweans might
Hmm.
even win the game. So, but at some point when second half in the game, still there was no score, so I kind of gave up. Like whatever the outcome is, let it be. I had to like calm myself down so that I don't, kind of break
Hmm.
down and stuff like that. So going forward, I think he made a couple of mistakes in his choice, like the choices he made in the midfield. I didn't see more of Didi. I think Didi is beginning to. I don't. Is it getting tired legs, or maybe he needs some sort of support in the midfield? Um, our attack, like Osimhen, yeah, he scored the goal today, but like a couple of um, things I saw while going forward, like when they go forward, when they attack, he doesn't. When they lose the ball, he moves back sluggishly. He's not moving like somebody that wants to. In fact, the whole thing, the guys they were not hungry. They were not hungry to win. So I had to articulate it with, probably, I'm sorry to say this, maybe it's because of the hunger in the land, right? So I called it a
Hmm.
solidarity game for the nation hungry. So they have to, so that they don't win, so that it doesn't seem as if everything is palatable. So that's the way I had to encourage myself, sum it up that way. So, but to be fair and honest, I don't think we're expecting much from the coach, because the guys were already they're already in a tight corner. And
Hmm.
let's not do permutations. We are used to hoping on the other
If this
teams.
person beats this person and that one beats this person,
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah. So even if we don't go to the World Cup, I just want to be optimistic that maybe some might drop their games and give us a lean way to progress. But if we don't go, there's no need sacking the coach. There should be some sort of continuity. He should be able to blend. At least AFCON is coming. So if he doesn't win the World Cup, if they allow him to to gel with the team, maybe he might be able to bring the Nations Cup to us. So that's just my little take.
no. Thank you very much for joining me and for sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thank
Nice
you.
to hear from you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, happy birthday once more.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, that was Mrs. Oyi. With some good insights, her opinion. I can see my South African friend is trolling us in the comments. He said we were busy calculating yellow card instead of training for the match. Very good. Well, yes, I mean, we are if we can give it, we have to be able to take it. Any of the banter, we have to accept it. What's just paining me the most is that Ghana is going to qualify now. We're not going to qualify. But yes, let's wrap up with the last caller for this evening. My guy, all the way from the UK, Olu of the Nigeria Football Weekly Podcast. I know you're still going to talk about this on your channel, but how you doing, bro? How you feeling?
First of all, happy birthday, my brother. I wish you long life. May all you desire come to fruition in Jesus' name, and I hope you've
Ah,
had a good
one
day.
of the things that I desired was World Cup. that would be good.
I was about to say that one, but as a fellow match baby, we commiserate with the dealings of the Super Eagles and the national team. It's just one of those things. To be honest, even after I did the live stream, I had to take like an hour to just.
Relax.
I need to pay you respect because you kept going. You're giving your thoughts straight away. I was absolutely devastated. Like it's just one of those things that comes with the territory. But I think we have to also admit in the last few years we're quite used to like
Disappointments.
disappointment, if we're being honest, whether it's World Cup qualifier or losing to Central African Republic or Guinea Bissau, like it'll be today. So it's one of those things where like it's just so sad. Like I think to summarize my thoughts because I know I can ramble a little bit, like we actually dominated the game in this instance. We can't deny that. We looked impressive in moments. I think you definitely saw the effect of like, should I say, not having ample squad rotation. When you're a big team in a World Cup qualifier, take South America or even Europe, when you play two lesser nations, you should be able to rely on the quality of your squad a bit more, which means certain players don't have to play 90 minutes or the entire game.
Mm.
And this is something that we can still see has not yet been figured out with the Nigerian national team. Yes, there's the caveat that it's a new coach, so he probably wants to rely on maybe who he can trust so far from what he's seen. But I think we definitely saw an element of fatigue coming to this game. Even our pressing was not as
We were
sharp.
not pressing like we did in Rwanda.
It
Yeah.
was nowhere as sharp as the Rwanda game. You could tell that, certain incisive moments, I would call it like final third hesitancy. I think if you group the pitch to the three elements of the pitch, everywhere up until we get to Zimbabwe's box, for the most part, we looked in control. The amount you could tell Eric Chelle has an idea around playing through the middle quite often. Lookman in that number 10 position got the ball quite often. If it wasn't Lookman trying to create something in between the lines, it was mainly Moses Simon on that
On
left
the
wing.
left flank. Yeah.
Because every time Chukwueze got the ball on the right, what's the first thing he did? Cut inside with his left foot. I think that was quite prominent, especially in the first half.
And unfortunately, it's a bit too predictable.
Too predictable, bro. Like it's just a shame. Like you've even been covering Nigerian footballers longer than I have. Chukwueze is one of those players that like it's like the person that is good at school, and you're hoping that they keep progressing. You have high hopes for them, but they just hit a plateau of some sort, or something just happens that just seems to just like curtail their progress. And unfortunately, we've seen enough evidence now to just accept that look, this is the norm rather than like just an unfortunate incident at one point or a time. So I think in that final third, we really, really struggled. When you think about the amount of times, I also agreed. I heard you earlier talking about Moses Simon, for example. I also agree with you. I think there are a lot of chances where Moses Simon was cooking that number 23. In fact, I think you should give the number 23 his jersey because that number 23 guy kept coming back. You have to respect the
The
player.
guy, the guy kept coming back. Yeah.
He was like, man, no, I have to die for my country. Like, you can tell the way this guy played. But once again, the thing we see with Simon and why you can see the frustration of Nigerians is Simon, he will dribble. He reminds me of Jeremy Doku. I have a big problem with Jeremy Doku too. If it's to cook their fullback, they will do it all day. But what's that final thought? We saw something we've seen in Moses Simon Super Eagles play come back a lot today. Final ball. Once he has to cross on that his left foot, just forget about it.
Mm.
That cross is just going to be But at the same time, there are moments where he did play good cutbacks. Remember, there was that Lookman chance
His
where
cutbacks were the things that were working because he cut it back for Chukwueze, cut it back for Lukman, cut it back for Iwobi, and then he
exactly.
played one through for Indidi.
Exactly. So when you see that Lookman block shots, the Iwobi miss, although I thought Iwobi was very unfortunate just the way the ball came to him, those are moments where we have a lot of regrets. I think in the first half, we also did not do enough to bring Osimhen into the game. I don't know how you felt watching it.
Osimhen was very isolated.
He had that corner chance that he should have scored,
The
which
header.
the Zimbabwe goalkeeper did excellently well. So I don't even want to. And we can see the improvements in our set pieces already. At least you can tell they at least practiced that one. So
Yeah.
that was good to see. But the hesitancies in the final third was really, really unfortunate. Look, make no mistake about it. We can all lament about Nigeria and the football team. We all watch enough international football games. Nigeria should not be struggling to beat Zimbabwe. I'm sorry, with all due respect, especially at home. Even Rwanda, these are teams that we should be dispatching 2-3-0. People keep saying, no, there's no longer an easy team in Africa. Yes, we've heard this trope 100 times. Same thing in Europe. Even England, I like to slander. Can you imagine England saying, there's no longer any small team in Europe? We have to play Malta and Albania. And then all of a sudden it's 1-0. It doesn't happen. And unfortunately, for us to be respected as national team side, we cannot keep talking about how well our players are doing in
In
abroad,
the clubs.
how expensive our squad is. You have to deliver. You have back-to-back African footballers of the year. Look at Morocco. These are just things that should not be happening. So it's just a shame. I think defensively, we're definitely found wanting in this game. Defensive lapses. God even gave us the free extra after they hit the bar. That first one that normally bundled the
The
ball. But
yeah.
we know Nwabali has a AFCON credit in the bank, so nobody wants to.
Nobody's going to call him out too much.
If he's Maduka now, they will be killing him in the comments. God is my heart because we all know. Look, Nwabali does not deserve to not be number one. I agree, but let's be objective. Maduka Okoye is the better goalkeeper. I think that one is fair. Those of us that are watching with our eyes week in week out. So for that to now happen, and then you see the way I also heard you talking about Sai Samuel. That's the one thing I'll really talk about the coach's approach because really and truly, Ola must be one of the best right backs in the world this season. Why are you shunting him to the left? Yes, we got the assist through Olano, but bro, he could have been even far more dangerous on the right if he was played there.
Yep.
And we know what Onyemachi does on the left.
And Osai Samuel was
He
struggling.
was struggling. Like Osai Samuel, Eagles tracker, how do we they track these players now? We've been seeing Osai, he's not been playing games in the most recent fixtures for Fenerbahce based on his injury. And also, Mourinho tends to remove him for like the really important
For the
games.
big games, yeah.
So I understand the coach being like, if it ain't broke, don't change. But for him and Chino to get any minutes, even after the first half was done, we're already thinking, look, we need to be a bit more incisive here. He definitely doesn't want to create overloads with fullbacks because of this is 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. So he puts the emphasis on, okay, let's keep the defensive solidity and then try and use the wingers and utilize whatever they can do in terms of their width. But still, you can still see that once Osai, like you said, they kept going through that right side every time. And Nigeria's lapse in concentration, like it broke my heart because even with these are streaming watching, you always get the notification slightly early. So as I was doing live stream, I saw one. I just said, yeah. Meanwhile, we're there hoping that South Africa that will drop points.
Me,
Meanwhile,
I turned off all notifications. I was literally watching it and I could not believe it because throughout my watch along, I was complaining about Bright. See, for me, he started Bright. Okay, fine. 50
no
minutes,
pun intended.
60 minutes, 50, 60 minutes. I'm looking like, okay, why are you not subbing this guy off? If you remember, there was even one of the chances that they created. Coach Eric Shell even called Osai Samuel to the sidelines. I was criticizing him. I was telling him what to do. So you noticed that he was struggling. They were getting in behind him so easily. When he loses the ball, he doesn't track back. He starts complaining to the ref, or he just stands there. Ndidi had to cover for him a few times because Ndidi was just covering those half spaces. So I'm like, did Bruno insult his daughter? Did Bruno do
Brother.
something in like what is it
We
that
can
he
even
cannot get
understand
the
why they
minutes?
were not playing Bruno when he was at Boavista, but he's made the move to Olympiacos. He's been playing well for the Super Eagles. Like, give him a chance. And I'm so glad you mentioned Ndidi because I've seen a few people mention it. I thought Ndidi was fantastic.
Like this guy is very good at mopping up the ball. Like you said, the amount of times he covered for Osai or just broke up the play from the Zimbabwean players. I think Ndidi's contribution always tends to get neglected slightly. I don't know if it's because he's still remained in Leicester, so some people forget that this guy is still a senior man. And by the way, he deserves to play. It's not like Yana chose one that they'll be giving him credits in the bank for God knows how many years. So I thought Ndidi was fine. Osai was my real worry, and also Chukwueze, but I'm sure we've all said that as well because, but we have to give the caveat that Chukwueze was being played in a position that he's not familiar with. You can tell that Eric Chelle wants his wingers or whatever they are to
to
almost
come
invert
inside. Yeah.
and go to the middle. And Chukwueze was trying. We can't say lack of effort, but unfortunately, that quality and that confidence, especially when you have such a stop-start career with AC Milan, is definitely something that I would say definitely told. I wish we had Fisayo Dele in this game. We know what he's done in his limited caps for Nigeria, but especially with those long shots, Nigeria were really awful at taking long shots. I don't know if you noticed.
No, we
Like,
are. Iwobi's shot was awful. Ndidi's shot today was
like
awful.
bro,
All
like
the long shots.
don't even know how to just at least even work the goalkeeper.
Which
So
maybe they should have brought on Papa Daniel since they said that's what he can do.
bro, let's see, Sha. And this is a really shame because I would have thought Nathan Teller would have been perfect in this.
In that Chukwueze role.
Even this whole formation that the coach likes.
Mm.
Those kind of players that they're quite good through the lines, but also good wide, and they're also decisive. I would have personally bought Boniface. I know Arkodari played a good role in us scoring the goal, but I think this is a game that we should have brought Boniface on earlier to play with Osime. Simply because Boniface and the Leverkusen guys used to deal with this kind of pressure cooker moments, scoring all these late goals. But every time you give Boniface a solitary cap, play 10 minutes, what the hell is the brother gonna
And
do?
then people will come and tell you, yeah, he has played 13 games. But what
Like
was he supposed to do anything today? And for
what?
me, sorry, that point that you made about Arokudari coming on. For me, I even look at it that okay, you bring on Arokudari, a 6'5" striker, to play alongside Victor Osimhen, 6'1" striker. But you don't still make the change of bringing on Bruno so that Bruno can whip in crosses
Keeping the
and putting
ball.
Aino on the right so that Aino can also put in crosses. Because other than the assist, beautiful assist, I have to give him credit. Aino was ineffective going forward. He would always run forward and then just have to give up the ball to Simon or play it
Exactly.
inside for Iwobi or somebody. So it's like when you bring on your second striker that is big and it becomes fairly obvious that you're looking for aerial balls and for them to try to win something, why not bring in those guys that can cross the ball in? Because Simon was the only one that was trying on that flank. I know
Really.
was just there.
I don't even want to give Arokodare a pass because let's be honest, that header that he missed, I'm sorry, you can't be mistiming your jump. You're 6'5" or however big you are. Like that was literally right in the middle.
Mm,
So that one I have to call out as well. Once again, just to summarize, we go back to these same things we talk about. Look, Nigerians were very prideful people. We love our country, respect the country. But guys, Uyo being the best stadium in the country is a shame. I
mm.
was watching the South Africa game. I saw the pitch they're playing on. I think it was Morocco. I don't know. Benin were the home team, so I'm not sure if they played in Ivory Coast or Morocco. But guys, you have to also admit that this pitch does not help our players, especially when you're the team that's on the front foot. The amount of times we saw misplaced passes or overcooked crosses, the ball kept bubbling up. People will say that it's African football, get with it. But if you want us to be respected like we respect the other countries, look, the reason why people talk about Morocco with a different kind of aura now, a lot of the things you and I always complain about with Nigeria, guess what? Morocco don't have those problems.
Mm.
Whether it's stadium, they have so many, they're even okay. Whether it's even the small administrative things of having names on the back of your
Of
jerseys.
it's yeah.
Morocco, there's no match they play now that is not there.
Mm.
Morocco's administration, time and time again, they're the ones that are bailing out FIFA and CAF. Whenever somebody needs to play match, they need to do Congress. Guess what they do? They go back to Morocco. You talk about facilities. I'm hearing that they are trying to build one facility in Abuja. Yet again, waste of time. That means they're trying to cut corners again because that Abuja stadium is clearly never going to be a fortress for the national team.
They are building our own Clairefontaine.
Let's compare it to what the Moroccans have.
Mm.
And it still makes no sense to me. Look, whether we like it or not, for Nigeria to get to a place where we can generate what we need to do in our national team, there needs to be a world-class stadium in Lagos. No offense to anybody that lives anywhere else, but Lagos is the most populous city in Africa for a reason. It's where you can drum up the biggest support for your national team. And it also reduces the amount of flying that your national team players have to do for a reason. You cannot cheat process. They will go and train in one year pitch near Uyo. They will do oh, we are ready. Give us statements. Oh, they've commented. You cannot cheat the process. I promise you, if this exact same match was played in that Rwanda pitch from 4 days ago, we would have won 4-0.
Mm.
But the amount of times that the ball's bubbling up or people are misjudging. Imagine you play in the Premier League. Every time you make your pass, we're watching I know and it will be misplaced passes. Bro, come on. These guys play these passes time and time and time and time again. But guess what? The pitch makes a difference. The ball's not zipping. You play the ball is hanging almost like it's not even moving the way it's supposed to move. They were Osimhen has to do hero act again and waste his goals again. So here we are in a situation where it's just sad. I think the one positive I'll say is we can at least accept that we're very unlikely to make the World Cup now. So let's just be calm. As shameful as it is, because God knows it's only Nigeria that gives me joy in the World Cup. I'm a dual national, but I hate my other country's national team because they don't respect us. But guess what? They will go to the World Cup, no problems. So anyway, we cannot cheat processes, and Nigeria, I don't care about these excuses. We have to be defeating small teams. We were even given the luck of the draw when they did this draw, and we have 4 draws from 6 games. Nah, it's just a shame. So, you know what? We dust ourselves up. And then this NFF that I keep slandering, how are they going to improve the team? They went to go and organize friendly match with Russia that is not part of FIFA at the moment. So it will not affect our world rankings. We are 44th in the world. After this game now, we might drop out of the top 50. All of you that love Premier League, I hope you guys know that if your country is not in the top 50, your players do not get work permits to play in Premier League. It's much more difficult. All of you that are shouting MPFL, MPFL, MPFL is 12th. It's not them that go and solve the problems. It all goes back to the administration and what they're really doing to allow this country to succeed. Because all this one going to you, moving up and down, managing one kind of war pitch, it's not going to change things. So it's just a shame. You know what? It's part of life. We dust ourselves up. We see what happens with this June and phase that's coming. And the only thing that I could say now is I don't know how much you know about this whole Mokwena yellow card thing. I don't even know if that's true. But once
See,
again, Nigeria sound like us now. You are wishing for a favor, but you're not going to do your own part of the bargain. To win.
since this morning when I heard about that Mokwena, I was just like, I don't even want to talk about that. Like, we are supposed to be a big team. We cannot be praying, oh, hope they dog them 3 points for this, hope that. It's embarrassing that
My
that's
brother, can we be brutally
where we
honest?
got
South
to.
Africa have not lost the game since they lost the AFCON semi-final to Nigeria.
Mm,
They've been unbeaten in 18 games. In fact, watching them today, you can see their style of play. Foster's back in the team, and you can tell that this is a team that is playing with cohesion.
mm,
So make no mistake about it. Yes, they are rivals. Yes, they were abusers. But they deserve to be there right now compared to us.
mm,
And Nigeria is now expecting to go to South Africa and win. Yes, we have a good record there, but I'm not so sure. The one positive I would say is we don't have to watch World Cup qualifiers till September and October. So maybe there will be some kind of difference or change.
mm,
But let's be honest, the coach only has these players for one more international window in June, and it is go and play friendly match against Russia. So that tells me that the NFF yet again are not serious. So you know what, we dust ourselves up, we see what happens, and then we go again. But
mm.
thoroughly disappointed, and I can't even stress enough how sad it is. But it is
No,
what it is. One
it's,
thing comments though, all these ones saying, even my sons will represent USA. Please stop this rubbish, man. I'm tired of this. Stop this stuff. Like, guys, we all watch these games. At the end of the day, when Nigerians are proud of our country. If you all these say, oh, I like other countries, good for you.
mm.
But let's just relax on
let me
that.
let me ask you, Olu. Based on all the World Cup campaigns that you've watched, would you say this is our worst qualifying campaign yet?
Oh, absolutely, bro. Like, let's be honest. I mean, the one thing I know, I'm just slightly older than you, IoT. So happy birthday. You're not yet 30 plus like some of us. But I don't know if you watched the 2002 World Cup, for example.
Mm,
But every single year since I was born, I've watched Nigeria make the World Cup with ease. 2002, we even beat Ghana 3-0. I remember us beating Liberia. The 2006 that we didn't even make the World Cup, guess what? It was head to head that we not used to make it to.
mm,
With its goal difference, we even battered Angola.
Every time, even the Ghana one that it was
Away
playoff
goes.
we lost, away goals. Nigeria have always taken World Cup qualification seriously. There was a time under Amaju Pinnick that we missed what, three AFCONs in four or two AFCONs in
We
three.
missed two AFCONs here in three.
Now, AFCON qualification, we even used to do Higi Aga. So that one I'm not so surprised. But the World Cup, the legacy of Nigeria, even the way they're spoken about in these countries we live in, bro, it's all based on the World Cup. I
Mm,
got a gift that is this Okocha signed print at the back there. Guess
mm,
what? From 1998 World Cup. If he did not make that World Cup, do you think FIFA will be selling Okocha memorabilia?
mm,
And the same way we speak about Mohamed Salah, but Salah has only gone to one World Cup in 2018.
mm,
So by far, this is the most disgraceful World Cup campaign we've ever put together. But
mm,
once again, I go back to the NFF. They appointed Ibrahim Gusau. All I've seen this man do is go and take picture with Osimhen when he wins club title and lockouts in AFCON last year. But if we really look at what's happened on ground since he's taken over, it's just been botched qualification after botched qualification.
mm.
Even the AFCON we qualified this year as first. Let's be honest, the Libya 3 points they give us for free.
Really, really helped us, yeah.
It helped us. Fisaya Delibasho had to score a goal in the last 10 minutes of the game in Uyo for us to beat Libya 1-0. So make no mistake about it. Apart from that 3-0 we beat Benin, Nigeria has not had an easy, comfortable game at home in a long time. And I think whether you like it or not, it also comes back to this pitch. Mahmoud says, what's wrong with this Uyo pitch? You watch Premier League, go and watch the pitch you watch them play on, and watch the pitch that you watch people play on in Europe. Or even Morocco, let's not go far. Go to Cote d'Ivoire, go and look at their pitch there. Cameroon, go and look at their pitch. Since you guys like to think that we're just slandering Nigeria because we feel like we're
Mm,
not trying to slander Nigeria, we just want better standards. If
mm,
the world looks at the Super Eagles as this big team, then we have to also demand these standards. And I'm tired of this mediocrity, man.
mm.
What are we talking
Olu,
about?
I have one more question for you, and then we have to wrap up for this evening.
No worries, man.
Um, current generation, they are supposed to be the new golden generation. Osime, Lukman, Simon, Chukwueze, Iwobi, Ekong, everybody. If they win the AFCON, assuming they win the AFCON this year, do you think it can save their legacy, considering that they've missed two World Cups now? If they win the AFCON, can it save their legacy?
My brother, that's a great question. First of all, the chances of us winning are slim to none anyway in Morocco. Although I think we will be helped by the fact that maybe it's December, we'll see what the vibes could be like.
Mm,
The only country I can remember that missed out on World Cups but still had quite an impressive legacy on the African continent was the Egypt team from 2006 to 2010. But guess what? The legacy was because they won three back to back. Those times when I was in secondary school, once you hear Mohamed Abu Trika, hey, Mohamed Zidane, nobody has to tell you twice. El Hadiri go, you just know they're gonna dumpy you.
yeah.
The only country I've seen save their legacy. And even then, by not making the World Cup, Abu Treka is not as widely known in the world as he probably should have been in Africa. So even with AFCON getting bigger and bigger, I don't think AFCON in this stage can help save your legacy,
Mm.
especially with Africa being given 9 places, 9 slots, potentially 10, and Nigeria is not there. Now,
Sudan is going to qualify. Nigeria is not going to be.
brother, and I hate to say, but this is the first time in my lifetime. I was born in '93.
Mm.
Nigeria is on the cusp of missing back-to-back World Cups. This is unheard of.
Ah,
And I love the fact the one I keep saying one positive, but I'm telling you, sometimes you hope that when things go bad, it's a moment of reflection and inflection to do better. But do we really trust the NFF? Do we really trust the handlers in charge? Do we really think we have the best people in place who are doing the right things and looking at all facets of the game? Eguavon can afford to lose as many games as he wants. They
he
will cut
has his job.
the
Yeah,
technical
it doesn't
director.
worry.
But what has the technical director improved? At
Mm,
least under Majupinic, we even started to see the ones that will blame dual national players for coming. We saw that take coming in where we started seeing players coming through. The one thing that also gives me confidence is whether the people that hate dual nationals like it or not. There are a lot more Nigerians abroad now than ever. And if you look at the pool of talent of people that could play for us, it's bigger than ever. So
mm,
if we have to just face and create some kind of 5-year plan towards the 2030 World Cup, so be it. But best believe that we cannot cheat good processes,
mm,
facilities, stadiums, the right approach, even the TLC that's needed, the PR pushes around the players. You look in the Uyo Stadium today.
How many green? Where did you see that looked like it was covered in green? Because guess what? What's the NFF strategy with Nike? So all these things that they make it seem like, oh, we're just being, oh, people that live abroad, you are talking too much. What do you know? Close your mouth. All of a sudden, we can't really, you can't ignore them because it has to be put on ground. So they cannot save their legacy. I think my biggest saddest point is Victor Osimhen because we're looking at a Nigerian all-timer right here. And for him not to have made a World Cup, and then maybe he'll get another chance when he's 31 years old.
Mm.
Well, he could be like Salah and still be at his prime.
Maybe we
But
hope,
I think
but
it's a big, big shame. But what can we do?
mm.
They're here now. They've put the results on the table. They refuse to get the points. It's the NFF that appointed Finidi, butcher qualification here or there, because they don't want to pay somebody. We saw that they had the German guy Labadia wrapped up. Something happened there. No communication. Even the press conference. Do you see the useless backdrop they use compared to Rwanda?
Guy, I saw that thing. I was just
So
dying of
so
laughter.
let me tell you, Nigeria, we're in a position where we're just trying to cheat good processes.
Mm.
But time and time will show you that you cannot do that. So unfortunately, here we are. And we'll just go back to enjoying our players for their club sides and talking about their potential. But best believe one thing we love about football, the doings must show on the pitch.
Mm.
This is not music that is subjective. You say, I like OBO, I like this one. Football, you cannot cheat the process. And with 4 draws from 6, wow, wow,
We can't say we deserve it. So but
wow.
yeah, thank you very much.
Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. God,
It's crazy. Thank you, Lou. Thank you.
thanks for having
I know
me.
if we keep talking, we can keep going for hours, but
Oh
I need
yeah,
to take a break because I'm coming back live in another hour and a half.
you deserve.
With
I
like,
mean,
but yeah,
all right, my brother. Thanks for
thank you
having me,
very much,
guys, and thanks to everyone in the comments. We go again. That's the beauty about football.
again. Yeah. All right, guys, please, if you're not subscribed to Olu's channel, check out Nigeria Football Weekly on YouTube or on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. Olu does great work covering Nigerian football players as well. It's been a pleasure. This post-match show is now hitting a 2.5 hour mark. I've heard from so many different people. Thank you to everyone that has contributed tonight. Thank you to everyone that left super chat. I appreciate it. Everyone that wished me birthday wishes. Thank you very much. I'm going to be live again at 6 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Nigerian time. That's 10 p.m. in the UK, I believe. Yeah, with Smith Lai to talk about this same match, to reflect on the future, to take some questions, and we would also give people a chance to call in again. So if you're not able to make this, you can make that one. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, please keep supporting. If you have not liked this video, before you go, please like this video. Even if you're a South African that is trolling us, please like this video. Even if you're a Zimbabwe fan that came to laugh at us, please like this video before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed. Share, comment, engage with us. If you have the means, please leave a super chat. Support the channel, support the content that we create, support the effort. And until next time, well, in a few hours, my name is Ayoti. This is Eagle Striker, the home of Nigerian football.